Watch this.
Next, football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go hugs, putting in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach trying to stand on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack and Swaggy Big, rocking the gear, it's so clean.
We rise and go easy, off the easy for cheesy. With my steppers, our special kids, making plays so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All our fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about their club. We do it for the dub.
We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That DF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That DF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, number one high school podcast starring Pat Oteezy, Jeremy McInnes, Whitfield Roderick, Coach Carr, and Ron Riser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the number one talk show. Speak out.
The Dub, baby. You heard it first. The Dub.
Luke, what's going on, man?
What up, J Mac? What up? Coach, my boy.
What's happening, fellas?
Hey, man, I'm feeling good, man. It's the last week. We go get these scrimmages out the way, and it's football from here on out, man. How y'all feel about that? It's football from here on out.
Football season, man. I mean, shit. Yeah. I told you August 1st, it changes August 1st, man. It just smells different. It feels different. You know what I'm saying? So it's the process. I'm loving it.
You right.
You know what I mean?
Only one thing you said we can smell the season.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm excited, man.
I love it, man. I love it. I'm glad we're here.
Sure.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Little pause. I said, what? Say, come on, man. We had 2 days to fit that Wi-Fi.
For real, man. You
Hey, man, it's the computer, man. It's the computer. Man. This backup computer I got. I do got another one coming, but this backup, it ain't worth a crap. I ain't even gonna lie. Matter of fact, I might.
Yeah, man, I need one too.
I might we'll bring Coach on, and I'll let y'all hold that interview down until I switch over. I'm gonna do like Pat. I'm gonna switch in the middle of the show.
Yeah, okay.
But anyway, let's bring Coach on, man. We're gonna bring Coach on, man. Before I do, real quick, I need to know something. Have y'all been watching preseason football in the NFL?
I can honestly tell you I have not.
Just the Cowboys.
Just Cowboys?
Yeah, just Cowboys.
What you think of Trey Lance?
If I'm the Cowboys, I would try to trade them for a box of mouthpieces, right? You know, shoulder pad, right? Try to get some. He's 12. He's young, man. Hey, he can get a box of mouthpieces for him, some cleats. You know what? We even throw in some willow gear.
We'd love to be a part of that trade. Yeah.
I can't believe it, man. And I had people hit me up like, man, Trey Lance looked good. I was like,
no, he didn't.
If he was on the high school team, I don't need my NFL quarterback running all the time. Like, you actually got to be able to throw a forward pass to win in the NFL. And he don't specialize in that.
Yeah, I don't see it. But
anyway,
what's crazy?
I just feel like I get that next year.
Yeah, next year. But the crazy part about it is, you know, off sudden we might have 3 whole new quarterbacks in Dallas next year. So But that's a whole new subject. But I know one thing, boy.
Man,
Cowboys,
we
we
in
don't make it
trouble.
past second round. We clean the
But
house.
let's keep it right.
Yeah, let's keep it right. That's a whole new subject.
Yeah, man. Let's stay positive, man. Let's bring Coach on, man. Let's talk to Coach. What's going on, Coach?
How y'all doing?
Salute.
What up, Coach?
Hey, I'm a Cowboys fan too, so you gonna get me going. So I'll take the mouthpieces.
Well, okay then. Well, you tell us what you think of Trey Lance. What you think of Trey Lance?
You know what? I agree with what you guys said. You know, the accuracy of just him, you know, and throwing the football consistently, but I don't know, at the backup quarterback position, you don't need one until you need one, you know, and then we know what that's all about too. We've been there before as Cowboys fans, so that's how we got the one we got right now.
Yeah, because the one we got right now, though, what you think about the one we got right now?
I like that. I don't think it's a personnel problem. You know, so I don't. I'm excited to see what Zimmer does with the defense. You know, that'll be interesting. I know they've had a lot of turnovers in preseason, which that doesn't mean anything, but a lot of eyes on the football, a lot of guys breaking on the ball, so that's kind of exciting. And you know, we'll see. I don't think it's a personnel thing in my opinion, but I'm just like all the other Cowboys fans, man. I just want to get past the first round of the playoffs. Like when I was a kid, you know, I grew up in the 90s. So my sons, and they don't have any idea what Cowboys football is really like, but part of it. I'm a fan, man. I'm not jumping ship. I'm not rooting for the Packers, and I'm not rooting for anybody. I'm not rooting for the Texans either, but I'm watching what they're doing though.
Me too. Me and Jay back both. I'm watching real closely.
Yeah. A little too close.
I tell you what though, Houston under Coach DeMarco, man, they turning it around down there. You know,
great example of culture and
absolutely.
A guy that can coach ball but also motivate players, man. I really fun to watch that transformation. So
and I mean, shoot, they lucked up and got a quarterback. You know, so
right.
That always helps. It makes life easy, Coach.
Yeah, no doubt. Starts there.
You know, but I thought the Cowboys last year they needed Zeke last year. Because we had a lot of red zone problems, a lot of short yardage touchdowns, fumbles in the red zone, on the goal line. We couldn't seem to run the ball when it mattered the most, you know.
That's kind of where I'm at with, you know, I know they got 18 running backs on the roster right now, but maybe with some of those mouthpieces, there's enough backs in the league. You know, you see people picking up guys that have done it on Sundays. I don't know. I mean, I love Zeke and his time here, but I don't know if it's the same Zeke that we all love and watch hurdle people.
Yeah, but I think now the Zeke that you got now is your short yardage running back Zeke.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like Marcus Allen when he was with the Chiefs later in his career. Yeah. You know,
right.
But I let's get back to high school.
I told you I didn't know this was a Cowboys podcast.
Right, I know, man. We talk Cowboys all day, Coach.
Yeah.
Let's
everybody else in the state of Texas, Cowboys and barbecue, man. They all do it better than
we gotta get back on course. So Coach, tell us about the upbringing, Coach.
This is about LD Bell. Go ahead, B. Rise.
Yes, sir. So, Coach, tell us about your upbringing. You know, where it started. You know.
Well, I'm an LD Bell graduate. Graduated from here. My dad was a football coach in the area for over 35 years. I'll give you the quick version. Went to play college football at Sam Houston State, GA down there. Played for Ron Randleman, GA for Todd Whitten. First job out of high school, Sam Houston High School in Arlington, Texas. Worked there for George. And worked in Arlington ISD for Eddie Peach after that at Lamar. Then I worked for Bob Wager at Martin High School. Got an opportunity to be a young defensive coordinator at Carrollton Ranch View. went there for 5 years and, kind of changed the culture of that program and won its first playoff game. Then I hit the reset button and I spent a year at Trinity High School, worked for Chris Jensen there and learned a ton from a really veteran staff, and got a phone call from Scott Peach at Arlington High. And, he had just they had a transition to defensive coordinator. Went there, worked with Scott as a defensive coordinator for 4 years. We won a bunch of football games, and I learned a ton just, about how to be a professional and be a head coach. And then LD Bell opened up, and I don't think anybody knew who I was. And I just got my foot in the door, and I wouldn't let him out of wouldn't let him out of the room until I got the job, pretty much. But so I've been here ever since. This is season number 4 for me here. I'm so grateful just to be coaching at my alma mater, and I've lived a mile down the street from Bell High School. Me and J Mac, we're neighbors now. He didn't tell me that until today, but I've lived a mile down the street for the last 16 years. So, man, this is home to me. My kids go to school here. My wife works in the district, and this is my dream job. So,
yes, sir.
Yeah, J Mac done J Mac to J Mac.
He did. He really did.
Hey, man, it's a blessing. But I tell you what, I like it over here. I do like it. And let's start right there, Coach. You are alumni, so obviously you want it's a blessing to come back and coach where you graduated. But what makes LD Bell so special? Just for people that don't know, just let them know what is it about LD Bell that makes it special.
Well, I mean, as you guys know, in the coaching world, sometimes it's about the right fit and being at the right place at the right time. And for me, I've been lucky in my career. But what makes HEB special, and I mean, and I'll talk about Trinity too. I mean, you look at the run that they've been on over the last 30 years, 28 years, and just the amount of good football players in this area, right here in the HEB area. We're smack dab between Dallas and Fort Worth, and got a great population of people here, but it still feels like a small town, man. And I think that's the difference. People love football here in this community. They're passionate about it. And, it shows if you've been to the Bell Trinity game in the last 2 years. I mean, there's 14,000 people in the bleachers, and that place is rocking. And I think that's the way this community has always been. They've always supported both high schools. And you and I both know, you can have good football players, but when you have that community support you, and they're involved in your program and supporting your program, your kids, it just makes it that more meaningful, and you're that much, it's that much more powerful of an experience for those kids, and I told our kids, last year I played college football, and this atmosphere is better than probably 50% of the games I ever played in. And so to be a part of that and be a part of a community in the state of Texas that loves football, that knows football, and comes out and supports their kids and the school, I think that's what makes it unique.
Absolutely. And if you don't know, I got my LD Bell shirt on. See that?
Yes,
There you
sir.
go. I was about to say, man, I got to get you hooked up with some more gear. I know you guys like gear. So I'm still waiting on my Dub shirt. I hadn't got it yet, but I know it's in the mail, I'm sure.
It's coming. UPS slow. They short staff right now, Coach. It's coming.
Yeah. Hey, I get it.
But you definitely got one coming. First we got to come on the show. We the shirts go for the coaches that come on the show. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. That's why I'm here tonight. I'm here for the T-shirt.
Hey, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
However you get here, Coach. However you get here.
No, I'm thankful that you guys invited me on, man.
Oh man, we gonna ready to get you on. Man.
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm gonna let B Rod hit you with the first questions, Coach.
You know what, Coach? Man, I've been waiting to get you on for a while, Coach. Because last year, LB, y'all season last year, it was rocky, but it was controversial, and it was in the same time inspiring as well. Let me just explain where I'm going. I can only imagine, Coach, last game of the season, you have to beat your arch rival to possibly make the playoffs. You haven't beat them in 25 years. I mean, let's be real. You know, everybody picked against y'all, including us.
Oh yeah.
Y'all. I mean, it is what it is. How was that fun feeling to win that game out of 25 years?
A lot of people have asked me that, and I think it just tells you how far this program's come in a short time. And I really am just proud of our kids and our coaches. But, other than the birth of my children and when I got married to my wife, who's beautiful, I think that's got to be one of the greatest feelings, just because, and not necessarily for myself, but for our kids that never wavered and always believed in our systems. And like you said, we were standing on the outside looking in at the playoff picture. We beat, at the end of the year, we beat 2 of the 4 playoff teams in 3-6A last year, and had to beat Trinity to get in, to have a chance, had to have all these other things. But that win for our kids, for our community, for LD Bell High School, 25 years is a long time. I don't know about you guys, but I had hair on my head instead of my face, and I was a sophomore in high school, and I was about 30 pounds lighter. Just, it was so powerful for our community and our kids, just for them to have the ability to overcome the adversity that they had and do something that, like you said, nobody picked us. Nobody thought we could do it except for our coaching staff and our kids that had the belief. And those kids in the locker room, and to be standing at the end of that night victorious, it was a credit to them. And also, it was powerful for everybody that's been waiting for this last 25 years. 25 years is a really long time. And so I'm just so proud of our kids and our community that they got to be there to support us on that night. But just for our kids that stuck with it, man. The year before, we go to overtime, and I mean, I thought we won the game. We didn't win it on the scoreboard, but and that's a credit to Coach Lineweaver, and they beat us in overtime. But that was the closest margin in a Bell Trinity football game in the last 24 years. So the year before, I mean, they beat us by 40, 50 points, and it wasn't even close. And so I'm just proud of the work that our coaches and our kids have put in just to make it a competitive game. And then for us to have opportunity to win the last 2, and then obviously to pull it off last year, really says a lot about that senior class. That was our first group of kids. We got them as freshmen. Tristan Johnson, who's at TCU, Maddox Olatunde, just spectacular human being and really good football player, the ultimate competitors. Those guys, for them to stay with us through the process and not listen to all the outside noise, and to get to stand there that night forever, will be ingrained in their memories as one of the greatest things that they've ever been a part of.
Right. Yes, sir. Second part of that question, Coach. You lost 2 critical district games to Crawley and Rutherford. Those 2 critical games. I just this is my opinion. Do you feel if LD Bell bring that same intensity that y'all bring when y'all played Trinity, Coach, y'all could have been a second seed team, because the way y'all play against Trinity is like, it's war.
Yeah.
So I just feel if y'all can keep that intensity throughout the season, Coach, sky's the limit for LD Bell.
Yeah.
Especially in this district here. So it's like.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that too. And you guys know, so much of it is about timing and matchups throughout a football season, and there's no doubt our kids are ready to play when we play Trinity, just because of the tradition and the history of that game. But if you look back, in the last 2 years, there's only one team that's beat us by more than one possession, and that's North Crowley and Ray Gates. And I think he's done, probably the best job in the Metroplex of building that program from where it was when Coach Allen had it going the right direction, and Coach Gates and that they're the only people that have beaten us by more than a possession. And so how do we find ways to win those one possession games? And I think last year, I go back, like you're talking about, that Boswell game. I mean, we played 110 snaps on defense that game, and it was back and forth, and we found a way to win a game that we hadn't to this point in my tenure here as a head coach. And so I really felt like that game, was kind of a signature moment for our kids in our program. We found a way to win a close game against a good football team, against a playoff football team. But you're exactly right. We've been one possession 2 years ago, overtime loss to Weatherford, a 7-point loss to Boswell. I mean, we've been in the mix the last 2 years, but as we continue to build this thing, week by week, I don't know that, looking back in retrospect, I always, you can always say, well, if we would have, I'll tell you this, if we would have played any kind of defense in the first half against Crowley, that game was one possession game. They beat us by 7 points. Yeah. We shut them out in the second half. And so, hindsight's 2020. I do think that winning those close football games is kind of the next step for our program against, playoff competition. And I agree with you. When we start to do that consistently, and we can have that consistency in those games, we have the potential to be a playoff team and to win playoff games.
Coach, y'all are definitely a playoff team. Y'all have talent, y'all have a coach, and y'all definitely have the tools to make a good playoff run. That's my opinion. Especially this year in the new district. Yes, sir. Let's see, J Mac.
Okay, Coach Carr.
Coach, who you got for homecoming?
Well, hey, funny story on homecoming now. So
it ain't crying.
I don't know.
It ain't crying.
Well, hey, you know what? It was funny is that the principal comes to me. We pick homecoming or whatever every year. This one, this year we have Keller Central for homecoming, but there's a little bit of backstory to that. Eric Vance was our defense coordinator. He's an LD Bell grad. He came here with me, and one of my best friends. And I know he's going to do amazing things, but he just got the head coaching job at Keller Central. We actually had him on the schedule or whatever. And man, don't ask me about homecoming. That's the worst coaching question ever. You know that. Nobody wants to talk about homecoming. I don't want to. I know you tell your kids that we picked you for homecoming, and that's disrespectful. And I tell my kids the same thing. So at the end of the day, somebody's got to be homecoming. Somebody's got to be homecoming, right?
So why not your homeboy, huh?
Well, and Eric Vance, I'll tell you what, man. No, I'm rooting for him in every game except for one, and he knows that. I love him.
Homecoming game, right?
Yeah, it is. Yes, sir, it is. So, and I know he's already got it circled too, man. He's a competitor, so he's going to be laying in the weeds, and they'll be ready.
Hey, what was Keller Central's record last year, Coach?
I don't think they won a football game, but Eric Vance was not the head football coach there last year. Okay, so I'll just say that.
So we got.
I know how good. I know how good of a coach he is. So.
Oh no! I'm not debating that. I know. I say we got turnaround coming. Okay, so it's kind of like North Crowley last year. I mean, kind of like Crowley last year with Lynn.
Well, yeah, so we beat Crowley. I mean, we beat Crowley. 2 years ago, we beat Crowley over there in a really close game before Coach Lynn got there. Coach Lynn, obviously, has done a great job there with that program. But yeah, I mean, you guys know, you guys watch Crowley. They're talented and well coached, and Coach Lynn's done a great job. His staff has done a great job of kind of having them take the next step. They were really talented the year before under Coach Resendez. And that was a game where I think we won on a pick six. And I mean, it was crazy. We had to get a stop. That quarterback of theirs was starting that year as a sophomore. I don't know. Crowley and North Crowley feels like their quarterbacks are never going to graduate. So I don't know. I mean, those dudes have been playing for 4 or 5 years. I don't know if, but I don't want to see the guy from North Crowley anymore, Jimerson. I've done it since he was a 9th grader, and he is really, really talented. So we know what it's like to try to contain him and that high-powered offense they got. But yeah, like I said, it's we're rooting for Coach Vance, and I know he's already done a great job of kind of getting that thing turned around. And he's one of us, so he's an LD Bell grad, and I consider him one of my best friends. So I thought it would be good for him to come home on homecoming. I don't know. I mean, he knows how it is.
You want him to come home on his homecoming where he went to school and get whooped on the other sideline.
No, you ain't going to get any bulletin board material from me.
Well, I'm asking questions.
So, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, man, that's probably one of my least favorite things to do is you get your schedule, you do the draw for home and away, and then that's the first thing that somebody calls you and say, when's homecoming? So and then somebody tells you we can't have homecoming that week because we have finals. And so there's a lot of moving parts to that, but we got to do a better job of playing on homecoming. I know that because we've only won 1 out of 3 in the last 3 years I've been here. So we got to do something different to get our kids ready. Yeah, we got to get ready.
Y'all party too hard. Y'all celebrating too hard. I think y'all
know it's
y'all
celebrating too much homecoming candy and too much pep rallies and the parade. We do it up right here. I'm telling you, it's a week-long event. We got to dance. Yeah. It's awesome, but we still got to play a football game. You know what I mean?
Right. So. No, seriously, Coach, who have you, since fall has started and you got a chance to look at your team, the questions that you had coming out of summer, have they been answered, or do you still say, okay, we still got a lot of work to fix over here, but I see what we can be?
Well, and I think we'll know a lot more after Thursday. We're scrimmaging South Grand Prairie. Coach Soleil and has always done a great job. I coached against him when he was at Arlington Lamar as a coordinator when I was at Arlington High, and so I think we're gonna know a lot more about our football team after Thursday. I think we have the right pieces in place. I really think that it's our kids need the experience and the speed of Friday nights and Thursday nights, which we don't have as many opportunities because of a 9-team district. Before they start to count, but I'm confident in the kids that we have and the positions that we're at. And we know our strengths and weaknesses right now, but going back to last year, we didn't really know who we were or where we needed to go until we played Irving MacArthur, and they punched us in the mouth and got after us really, and we won a close game. It was kind of a defensive battle, but we really had to do some soul searching. And from that point, I really felt like, our coaches did an amazing job of making the changes that we needed to make, getting, the kids in the right spots and making those adjustments. But I think, this year, like I said, I think we got the kids in the right spots. We're young and inexperienced at some places, but I think we're talented, so we just need to get out there and play. And we focused on, this Saturday, we went out there and, we got a ton of reps and that's what we're working on right now. We need game speed, live reps that are going to help these guys get ready to do it on Thursday and Friday nights.
Yes, sir. Hey, Coach, let's go. Because I was at practice. I was at the scrimmage Saturday. I want you to tell our audience, tell Coach Carr and B. Rise about, number one, we got to know about the QB battle, because I saw you had a nice little QB battle going, and who those guys was. I was impressed with both guys, but it was just something about a lefty, man. That lefty, he was dropping dimes, man. But just kind of tell us about who we need to, look out for and what y'all and the players you got that we should expect to hear from.
Yeah, so a lot like last year, we really, we won't make a decision on who's starting game one until after this scrimmage and early next week, going into that first week. But both of those young men, Cameron Johnson and Aiden Madsen, they played on our JV last year's juniors, really because Maddox Olatunde was our quarterback on the varsity, and he was the guy, and so our JVs were a combined 19-1, and those guys had a lot of success, and a lot of the offensive weapons that will be playing for us this year on the varsity were sophomores on the JV last year. We've got a really good group of wide receivers. We got some tight ends, and so those guys got to play together, which I think, I know it's JV, but in our program, the way we develop kids, because our 9th graders are not on our campus, you can't get better if you don't play. And so we try to put kids in a position where they're going to play and develop and get as many reps as they can. And so those guys did that last year on the JV. And then the next thing is they've had tremendous summers. Both of those quarterbacks had over 90% attendance this summer, and they were at everything. When we have a service opportunity, they're there serving in our community. And so just so proud to have two kids like that in our program. They pick each other up for practice. I mean, if you're competing against a guy, but they're good teammates. They want our team and our program to be successful. They care about the rest of the team and not just themselves. And so that's going to sort itself out. But I'm just so proud of the work that they put into this point. I think we've got more depth and we're more balanced, at the skill positions. We've got multiple guys that can make plays at the receiver positions. Delvecchio Ellis obviously is our, he was our leading receiver last year, came back, played varsity, but, we've got a bunch of young guys that are coming up right now. I mean, there's 5 or 6 of them that are going to play and make impact, and all of them on Saturday flashed and made plays. And then we've got a true tight end that's a physical run blocker, can catch and change numbers in the box for us in the run game. And then our tailback depth, I mean, probably outside of Grayson Anto, a couple of years ago, who was a really special kid that's at Central Missouri right now. This is the most depth we've ever had at running back. And I mean, we're going to have to figure out, we're going to have to be creative on finding ways to get all these guys touches because they're all that good. And so they did the same thing. I saw each one of our tailbacks do positive things on Saturday as well. And I think the blessing for us on offense is we're big up front. 3 of the 5 guys, 4 of the 5 guys had varsity experience last year, and we're deep, as far as our depth is. We don't have to just find a way to get one guy the football, which, balance is going to help us. I think, and our depth is going to help us. Now we got to get them. We got to play, we got to do it in the scrimmage and our first 2 non-district games. We got to get those guys out there under the lights, and we got to get them experience. But I'm really excited about that. This is the deepest we've been, as far as skill positions and just collectively on the offensive side of the ball.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I was definitely impressed with the running backs too that you had. Now on defense, you replacing your DC. Was that a promotion from within, or did you go outside?
Yeah, so we actually promoted Jesse Smitherman, who Jesse and I have got a history together. We got him on staff last year. He was actually on the offensive side of the ball. I'm a defensive guy by nature, and so Coach Vance had done an amazing job. Last year defensively, we were pretty darn good. Collectively through the season, if you look at stats and just our ability to get stops, in timely positions in games, I really was proud of the growth that we had made. But Coach Smitherman is coached in our defensive system, so we didn't have to change a lot of terminology. We didn't, we're obviously, he's going to make it his own, and he's going to tweak and do things based on our personnel. But, the bulk of it, we didn't have to come in and do, start over from scratch. So we'll look familiar on defense, as schematically in a lot of areas. There will be some new wrinkles and some things that he's brought to the defensive side of the ball, but his familiarity with me and our system is going to help build continuity or keep continuity with the kids in our program, because these kids now they're going on, year 4, freshmen all the way up. So a lot of times that makes a huge difference when kids know your adjustments. They know your base defenses. They know a lot of the techniques and things that you're doing. That makes you better. I mean, that's always the hardest thing early on is to get those things installed. So we're excited about that. We're going to miss Coach Vance. There's no doubt about it. I mean, he's just a spectacular human being, a great leader of men, and a good football coach. But thankful that we could promote from within and really kind of build on what we've done the previous 3 seasons moving forward.
Yeah, I like that, Coach. You also losing 2 really big pieces, like you said, Tristan Johnson. I got what's the linebacker name? Willow Jones, right?
Caleb Jones, yeah.
Caleb.
Yeah.
Hey, John.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
those are 2. That was kind of like the heart of the defense, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, what's interesting about us, and I for some reason, since I think a lot of it has to do with our freshman system, but we don't have, right now we don't have a sophomore on our roster, our varsity roster at the beginning of the season. Now, Tristan Johnson, he didn't play as a sophomore, until halfway through his sophomore year, just because our sophomores, sometimes it takes them a while to get caught up and get acclimated to the system, because the first time they ever play together at Bell is when they're sophomores. Now, we changed that this year. This is the first year we've ever combined ninth grade football and HEB, which I think is a huge difference for us moving forward. But it's going to take a couple of years, I think. But, we are always, 2 years ago, we graduated 52 seniors. Last year, we graduated 46 seniors. And if you go back 2 years ago, you could say, well, coach, you lost Trey Wilson and you lost, we got good players every year. A lot of times people just don't know about them. Like, I'm just going to tell you right now, Christian Osei, he looks like the mannequin behind me. And he's already got a couple of Division II offers, but Tristan Johnson was the same way last year. Tristan didn't get offered by TCU until 3 games into the year, and he was so dominant. When you turned on the tape, you're like, oh my gosh, this guy is phenomenal. So we're kind of used to that. That's part of our system and how we're developing kids. And like I tell our kids, it's somebody else's turn to step up. Who's going to be next? And if you look at it, every year we've had impact players on both sides of the ball that you graduate. And in our system, because our kids have been in the system and I truly believe in what our coaches are doing and how we're developing them in the off season, as well as, our schemes. We're going to have some dudes this year too. And they may not be household names yet, but we get 2 or 3 games into the season, or you watch the tape, you guys come out kind of like you did this Saturday. You got to see some of those guys. And it won't be long before they catch the attention of college coaches, and the recruiting process is so different now. But no doubt that, Tristan is going to be hard to replace, but I'm really excited because I think we're deeper than we've been on the defensive line as a whole. And we still have some guys I think they're going to step up and be able to do the job.
Yes, sir. I love it, Coach. Willow, you got anything? I'll go ask about the schedule, but you got anything, Willow or B-Rise?
No, man. Coach got it covered. I'm just excited, ready to see him play this year.
Let's go. Me too. Yeah, I'm tired of going against each other. You guys know how that goes.
It's go time.
Just one last question. And Coach, can you explain again about why no sophomores on varsity again?
Well, that's not our policy. I mean, we always want our kids to play. And so until those guys if you're not a starter on our varsity football team, we're not going to move you up and have you stand on the sideline. That's not what we believe in. Right. We want kids to play and develop. And so, a great example, Jadarius Steele went to Maine as a safety for us last year. Josh Spence, corner at Southeastern. Tristan Johnson, was an early grad and went through spring football with TCU. All those guys, a lot of times, early on in the process, they were playing on the JV, and then they came up. And when they're going to come up and start for us, then we want to make sure we don't want any kids standing around. And that's all the way down to the bottom. But sometimes, because our ninth graders are not on our campus, they're not as familiar with our systems, and they have not played together. And so sometimes it just takes a little bit longer. It's not by design. I wish, man, if we had a freshman dude right now that could start on the varsity, or a sophomore that was ready. And we've got a tight end right now that's a sophomore. I think he's probably going to be one of the best tight ends in the state, Tayson Rutschman. He's a giant, and he can catch and he can run. But we've got a really good junior right now as well on the varsity, David Hackworth, who's going to be, I think, is an all-district caliber tight end. It's really just part of our process. It's not necessarily something we say, well, you're a sophomore, you can't play. If you can play, you can play, and we'll put you out there when you're ready.
Okay. Appreciate it, Coach. I just want to get some clarification on that. Appreciate it.
That's pretty unique, Coach, because you probably won't get a lot of parents out. I don't see because they ain't trying to. Everybody don't believe in that philosophy.
Well, I know. And I've had those conversations with parents, too. And really, it's just trust in our process and development of players. I mean, player development is a huge part of what we're doing here. And I think that's been a huge part of our success. Okay. And I still think no matter what anybody says, kids want to play. Kids want to play the game. That's how they learn the game. you and I both know I learned from experiences on those Thursday and Friday nights a lot more. The practice is important, but until I do it in a game consistently and I get those reps, I may not be able to be successful on Friday nights. And so we believe in that, and when you're ready, let's go. We want you to be ready when you step out there, and then we're not going back. It's yours, and I think we've got great examples of that in our program over the past 3 or 4 years of guys that have proven that our process is working.
Absolutely. Now, before we get out of here, Coach, first I got to ask you about your schedule and your district, the new district, because you are in a new district with the Keller schools, South Lake. Pretty tough, man. I was looking at it. Northwest, Eaton, Byron Nelson. It's pretty tough. I can't deny that.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
before we go there, just on you, what was your thought process? Because we're gonna get into it after you leave. We're gonna get into a conversation about pre-district scheduling. So why not ask you what was your thought process when you were scheduling your non-district games?
Well, I think it kind of depends on where you're at as a program too. For us, our non-district schedule got blown up this year after realignment because we actually Northwest Coach Poe and I had agreed to play in non-district. We're in year 4 of our program, and so we were looking for some competitive games, kind of to change our non-district schedule, but. I'll be honest with you. The past 2 seasons, LD Bell High School has won more games than they have in the past 10 years. You have to learn to win football games. And so sometimes scheduling those non-district games is a fine line between, hey, let's go play Duncanville. Well, or, do we need to find a competitive game? And there's usually some kind of balance. I mean, Scott Peach used to say, you want to find one that, you feel confident you could win. You want to find one that's about equal, and then you want to find one that's going to challenge you. I'll be honest with you. It was this year I started looking for games, and it's head coaches are really different. Like they won't play you. I mean, everybody's tiptoeing around it, and I don't want to talk about this coach or that. I mean, and I know probably where y'all are going with it, but Coach Ortiz was still at Odessa High, and I felt like Odessa High and their program was really, really similar to where we're at. They just beat Permian. They were kind of on the verge of making a breakthrough. I thought, that would, and also I think the travel aspect for us is important. At some point, if you want to make a run, you're going to have to leave Tarrant County. You're going to have to travel and go on the road. I felt like that experience would be important for us as a step in our process. And then the other thing too is just finding somebody else you can play around here that's willing to play you. And I'm not saying, we haven't even been to the playoffs 2 years, but I called a lot of people and no thanks, coach. We're going to, whatever. So it's a very political, very calculated thing. But at the end of the day, we look at non-district games on how do we prepare our kids to win district games, and I think you've got to play competitive teams. You've got to play teams where you can find out who you are. But it's also, there's a balance there, right? You want to feel good after non-district, or if you have some challenging games on there, which pretty much, outside of, a handful of schools, every game on Friday, it's hard to win a game on Friday night in the Metroplex. I don't care who you are. It's a challenge. And so for us, we focus on that as a chance for us to prepare and get ready to play games that matter, and that's just kind of our approach. Yeah, we want to win those games, but at the end of the day, it's that district record that's going to matter. And especially in a 9-team district, man, you start in week 3. That we're going to be in week 3 and there's a lot of different crazy things and scenarios that can happen, so, you asked me about the district. I was surprised we were in a 9-team district. I thought maybe, with 3-6A being a 7-team, I thought there would be some balance there. I think, but nothing surprises me on realignment day anymore. And like I told you on Saturday, I really feel like the names on the schedule probably change, but for us in our program, okay, if we don't take the next step and continue to improve and win, those competitive games, those 1-possession games against playoff caliber football teams, it doesn't really matter who's on our schedule. And I don't want that to be coach speak to you guys or whatever, but we got to keep getting better. We've got to be a better program than we were last year. And I'm excited about the challenge. I've never been in a 9-team district, but I think you guys probably know, but I think 7 of the 9 teams in our district won 7 or more games last year. So 7 of the 9 teams won 7 or more games. I think 3 or 4 teams actually won 10 games. And Southlake, Byron, Northwest, I know they were 5A, but they won 10 games. There's a lot of wins and a lot of playoff teams from last year in our district. And so that's exciting. I think the playoff race in our district is going to be something that will evolve from week 3 all the way to the end of the season. And so, we're excited. We've scrimmaged Keller Timber Creek for the past 2 years, when Coach, Williams was there. So we're kind of familiar with them. We played Keller 3 years ago, my first year here. When I was at Arlington ISD, we always, some of those years we paired up with Keller ISD in that district first round. And the top end of the district, they're going to be talented. Just like, I don't know if anybody's better than North Crowley right now and what Coach Gates is doing there. So got a lot of respect for, Coach Dodge and Southlake and Byron and what Coach Pride has done there. And the list goes on and on. Coach Poe, Coach, Coach Strelo at Keller, they beat Trinity 2 years ago and won a playoff game, recently. So I'm excited about the opportunity, but at the end of the day, if we don't take the next step, I don't know that it mattered whether we were in 3-6A again or 4-6A. We've got to take the next step.
Yes, sir. Well, I tell you what, I'm here for the ride, Coach. You know what I mean? So however it go, I truly believe that the next step for you guys is making the playoffs, and I think it's gonna happen. I was telling we had this discussion in our Facebook group. We talking about it, and I posted y'all schedule, and I was like, "Hey, LD Bell getting over that hump this year." Like to me, it's just been a process, and I don't see no going back. When I was at practice, I didn't see a big drop. I see talent. That's one thing I can tell you. I saw talent, and that's the first thing I'll be looking for is talent. And I saw talent, and of course, you already know. I know the coaches are there. So, hey, man, we wish you all the luck. Anybody, fellas, y'all got anything for Coach before you get out of here?
Nah, man. Good luck to you, Coach. Man, stay healthy and ball out, man. 1-0, as they always say.
Oh yeah.
Let's get it.
Appreciate you guys having me on, and I appreciate your loyalty, J Mac. You have been there since day one, man. So I appreciate that. Hey, we're going to need it at some point in the season, but we're excited. We got good kids, and can't wait to get out there Thursday and hit somebody else.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Hey, tell well, I'm so crazy because my brother and my nephew, they used to always call when they played for y'all. They call you Big Dibble and your brother Little Dibble.
Yeah.
It was like Big Dibble.
Yeah, of course, my brother. My brother's he's got. Yeah, he coached them when they were corners and safety. Of course, I was coaching safeties at that point, but oh yeah, man, I miss those guys. If you see them, give them a hug for me.
Oh yeah, for sure. We talk about you all the time. They ask every time I see them, they ask me how you doing over here at LD Bell. So I have good things to say, Coach. But just hey, tell Coach Dibble to be looking for my DMs. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm coming to the games.
All right, come on.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Peace.
Yes, sir. Coach, I like Coach, man. Coach, good guy.
Hey, Coach,
good guy. Like I said, he was my he was my son, my nephew, DC at Rankin. So I've been knowing him for a minute, man. He one of the good ones. He one of the good ones out here. I can honestly say that. But he did say one thing, Willow B. Rise, that I agree with. Going into this new district, you probably ain't gonna see nothing no better than what you saw last year.
No, it ain't.
Because that's a mean district over there, man. That's a tough district.
It is.
Yeah. But You played 2 years up against North Crowley. And that game, I mean, we was at the Crowley game, and Crowley jumped out on them. But like you said, they pretty much shut that down in the second half.
They sure
They
did.
just ran out of time.
They made.
If we want to be honest.
Yeah,
They ran out of time. They made adjustments.
Yeah, well, that North, if you playing North Crowley, man, you're not gonna be afraid to go play South Lake and a Byron Nelson. You know what I mean? But he did say they're young though. So
yeah. Yeah, but they young is different. They young is juniors.
Right. You know what? That's technically not young, though. You know what I'm saying? You juniors,
I know
you're 17. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like somebody was like, when we get to talking about scrimmages, I ran into Will over there at what's the name of that school? Trinity. He talking about, man, we young, man. We got all these juniors. I said, man, you old as hell if you got all
juniors. You got juniors, you're not young.
Yeah. Hey, you know what, Willow? Let's be real, y'all. If that philosophy was down south, that trend, he'll lose half his kids. Because they won't start a sophomore, boy. They gone, boy.
He won't get no Pee Wee superstars. I can promise you that. Man, speaking
I know you no Pee.
Nah, you mean you tell me I can't play varsity until I'm a junior? Maybe a sophomore? Yeah. It ain't a lot of those anyway.
It ain't.
I can't stand on the sideline as a sophomore? What the hell?
Nah, B.
Yep.
Nah, B. Nah, B. You got to play JV.
No. You got to play. Yep.
You got to play on Wednesdays and Thursday nights. You can't play on Friday.
I like that.
The 6 man is in the building.
Oh, yeah, man.
What it do,
on? Then we got the homie.
What's up, Lamont?
We got the homie, man. DeMarco.
What's up?
What's up, Marco?
What up, Marco?
What's good, man? What's good?
Hey, man.
We chilling, man. What you got going on?
Hey, man, I was listening to Coach talk earlier, man, about his quarterbacks. I'm with y'all, Will, man. If they down south, man, that ain't happening. They transferring.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. If they working out with me, I'm telling them move. Because there's no way that you can wait till your senior year. Okay, listen, man. Listen, we know in the Metroplex, it's only 2 schools that produce quarterbacks within a year, and they're South Lake and Highland Park. Other than that, ain't nobody else doing that. Nobody.
So Marco, you be telling cats to go over there and relocate.
Hey, man, I just tell them look at the writing on the wall.
Right.
What do you say, Marco? I ain't telling you what to do.
I'm telling you, look at the writing on the wall.
Right.
I'm just used. All right. Hey, well, listen, man, I'm here for it, man. So tell me some of the quarterbacks we need to look out for this year, though, that you've been working with.
The kid at Alito, man, Beard. He got some playing time last year, even though he had a state quarterback in front of him, but he got some time, man, to play, which helped him out. He only had like 550 yards and only had 2 TDs for the year. But that's only out of 68 attempts, man. So that's one kid I think that's gonna keep Alito rolling. He's not a newcomer because he got co-MVP, and that's another story. He gets co-MVP of his district last year, but he's at a new spot, and that's Nelson Peterson out there at Forney, man. He came from Sunnyvale. The kid, he got co-MVP with the quarterback that he split time with, which I never heard that in my life. Maybe maybe before you got graduated in '93 from Carter, maybe y'all heard of that something. I don't know. But 2 players on the same team that played the same position getting co-MVP was crazy to me.
What was their record?
They made it to the first round, so they got out. They got out the first round. I mean, made it to the first round. So I think they were like 5-7 at the end. 5-6.
I think you need to figure out how to get both of them on the football field at the same time.
Well, you had one that was a senior, and then Nelson was a junior, a sophomore. But now he's at 40, man, and I think being over there with Coach Flannery, man, that's gonna make his stock go even higher, man. Because we know that Flannery is the guy that had, the man that built Allen High School, which is who's playing in the NFL right now. So we know that the coach is capable of doing it. And then to me, he did a great job not having the greatest quarterback last year, to even go to the third round and lose to Alito. Of course, we know Chris Jemison, man. We know Chris Jemison, probably one of the best athletes, if not the best athlete at the position of quarterback. And I think he's gonna help North Crowley, man. I think some people look past North Crowley, sometimes, man, if they get ready to play deep in the playoffs, man. But that's one of the teams that if you don't prepare for him straight, man, he's gonna kill you, man.
Yeah.
Got a new kid out there with Peterman. Came from Waxahachie, man. Name is Kevin Porter Jr. KJ. KJ is out there at Lake Worth right now. He's been named a starter. He's gonna be a junior this year. So big kid, standing about 6'1". Last time I seen him, he was probably weighing around 205. Real strong arm, man. He's accurate. And from the reports I got from his coaches, man, that he picked up the offense, within 2.5 months, man. So look how big. I know they'll go to the playoffs just because of the district they're in. But I think he should have some big numbers this year, man. And then you got another kid that's probably outside the Metroplex, but I'm sure he's gonna make his way up here. Is Anthony King? He's out of Copper's Cove. Big 6'4" kid. He ran track on his team, on the track team. Ran second leg on 4x1. I think he has everything that you can ask for in a quarterback, and he's going to play. He's going to have a good season, I believe. He's going to be a senior this year. He has a couple offers, D2 offers right now. So I expect some, one of these Division I G5 schools to come in and snatch him up. You got another kid. You got two kids at DeSoto, and we know how that's been going. Nobody want to show their hand on who's going to be the quarterback. But
we know who's going to be the quarterback. We ain't got to play that.
We have an idea.
You see Lamont, he just knee jerked the whole camera. His whole camera shook.
I know, right?
Like, come on, like you don't know.
Because he knows. Like, we got no. I understand you the trainer, you do your thing, but we keep it trill over here. We know who the starter is.
Yeah, we know,
man. We know, man. But we know that there's gonna be a time that.
DeMarco, hold on. I got a question to ask you because this question to ask you, but also to B Rise. So B Rise, Waxahachie lost 2 quarterbacks and both of them started somewhere else.
Man,
like
that's
the
tough.
other kid, they got one that's starting at Pinkston and one that's starting at where did you say that out there with Peterman?
Yeah, out there at Peterman, Lake Worth.
So how good was that third? How good was that kid that moved in?
They lost 3.
Yeah, the ones that Bishop Dunn.
Yeah, he has a chance. He has a big chance to be the starter at Bishop Dunn.
Okay, I already going with the car. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the kid that moved in, DeMarco, he's that good?
Look here, man.
Break it down, DeMarco. Break it down because
come on, man. Break it down, man.
People think I'm crazy.
He can spot the ball for you, Will. Okay, I can't on the film that I saw from Vegas. I can't. It's almost like him playing from coming from, and you about to laugh about this, but it's like he plays somebody playing Gateway. Okay, when I seen the film, you playing Gateway, Trinity, and that's not Trinity, Euless Trinity. I'm talking about Trinity and Cedar Hill. What's that? It's a school in Pleasant Grove that's a charter school. That was the competition that I saw.
You said A+?
Yeah, A+.
Now, DeMarco.
Come on, man.
It's safe. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Is he doing to them what he's supposed to be doing to them?
Yeah, you're supposed to do that to them.
Okay. His pocket presence is his pocket presence, correct?
Yeah, that's pocket presence.
He has really good pocket presence.
Against them, yeah.
That's not what I'm asking you. We've established level of competition, but the way he moves in the pocket and avoids the pocket, he's going to see those same pressures. He might have to move a little faster and a little quicker. You know what I'm saying? But I guess what I'm asking is, so basically what you're saying is you don't think he gonna be able to play at this level?
I think it's gonna be hard for us actually this year.
Okay,
I think it is.
That's interesting.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people thinking that the kid will get it done. Now, do they have a wide receiver core? They have one of the best wide receiver cores besides Red Oak. To be honest with you, but it's the seeing the night in and night out of the DeSoto, Duncanville, the Cedar Hill D line who look good, and then I went and looked at Lancaster's D line, man, versus it's gonna be some hell to pay. Now can he win some games? Yes, he can win some games. Right now in district, he got 3 losses so far.
What's his 3 losses? What's his 3 losses?
For right now, I would say Duncanville, DeSoto, and Lancaster.
Ooh.
So you're saying he'll beat Cedar Hill?
I'm not saying I'm not gonna put him on Cedar Hill yet because Cedar Hill has a quarterback that transferred from North Forney. Big Bam, man. They call him Bam, man. I think Bam is a control. He's a kid that he stands 6'4", about 205, 210, real strong arm, and got a little speed behind him, but he's more of a pocket passer. And then I think with their defense, with Coach Ward's defense, man, I think I think it can pretty much confuse a lot of people. Now, to help him win, they gonna have to have a good, strong running game. I'm just gonna be honest with
you. So you don't sound too confident.
No, I don't.
So you saying basically what you're saying is they're not making the playoffs?
Yeah, those sound like. Those sound like.
Yeah, I'm
those sound like.
I'm going to say that.
To me.
Yeah,
not making the playoffs.
Okay.
Ooh.
I tell you what.
So you going on record right now and say that has not making the playoffs?
I'm going on record. DeMarco King QB Academy is saying Waxahachie misses the playoffs, and it's gonna be the game that they need.
Ooh.
I don't as of right now. You might think I'm crazy. I'm going to put them by. I'm gonna put them tied for 5th with Skyline.
Well, I got Skyline 5th, so I'm with you on there. I'm with you there.
Yeah. I think Skyline is a sleeper team. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I like Skyline.
The only thing that keeps Skyline in the game is hard. They got to play Baltimore's 2001 defense. It got to be 9-3. Yeah, they got to play that kind of defense. And they got 2 linebackers over there now. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, they do. You ain't for run on Skyline. One thing, you're not for run on Skyline.
No, they're not. And they made that point last year.
They should.
They made that point last year.
That's interesting, DeMarco. You just said some stuff people need to chew on now. I disagree with you. I think the new quarterback is the truth. I've heard from enough people that said they think it won't be a problem. They think he gonna transition to be one of the better quarterbacks in the district. Yeah, I'm
Are
just
we
being
talking
honest.
politics? Or are we talking real facts throwing that rock?
I'm talking about people that claim, claim they know the position like you do. I'm just here to listen.
But they Hatch fans too, though. J Mac, these are Hatch fans too. So,
Well, one of them is an opposition. Is a coach that's gonna play.
Okay.
And we don't know what I'm talking about.
It's kind of hard, man. I just, from like I said, from the film I saw throwing, playing against Will. I'm put like this, Will. You had a kid. It was you had a kid that was about that looked like he was in 7th grade with his helmet. His helmet was too big for his body, man. Playing cornerback, man, and the kid throwing against that kid. I mean, you supposed to make all the plays. You supposed to have 700 yards.
All right, guys. Here's where I view it different. Here's where I view it different. Here's where I view it different. I view it different because when you're doing what he's doing against those type of people, that's what he's supposed to be doing if he's a good player. There's no difference in blowing out a team by 50 because you're a better team. You can't go into a game that you're supposed to beat by 50, playing them tight by 10. Then people gonna call you suspect. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't work that way. You got to look at the level of competition, and is that kid making the right throws? Yes. Is his pocket presence good? Because I watched his film. Is his pocket pressure good? Does he step up in the pocket?
He does all that.
Secure the ball? Does he turn the ball over? Does he win games? Because he's a state champion up there now. You know what I'm saying? So let's not dog my man until we see him. You know what I'm saying?
I see from what I've seen, from my eyes, from what I saw in person. It's just a different level.
It's always a different level, but high school's junior high is a different level than elementary. You know what I'm saying? In Little League, junior high is a different level than high school. High school is a different level than college is a different level than high school.
Okay, well,
it's always going to be levels. What I'm saying is, I could always play and at a team where if I'm at A+ Academy, correct? And all I'm playing is the A+ Academies, the Lifes, the Madisons, you know what I'm saying? And I'm playing them. And I'm out there clowning. Must-see TV, and I'm a freshman playing varsity, 3A UIL. And I move up. I'm still going to be that same dog. That dog don't water down. That dog might even grow because the competition going to make him grow. So I don't see it that way, man. I mean, I watched this film. The kids, the freshman, did his thing, man. You know, I don't buy that. I think people saw how good that quarterback was, and they not there. They saw it.
That's ain't there. Three starters.
Well,
3 starters saw that. 3 starters saw that.
Yeah, you got 3 starters, and I hear what you're saying, Will, and I understand. Like, I'm not dogging the kid. I'm just telling you from my eyes, from what I've seen.
Right.
Right. Because it's just put like this: if you take DJ Bailey and he goes to Horn, or they'll stay competitive.
I think they are a playoff team. I think they're a 2 or 3 round deep team because DJ Bailey, his talent level is not necessarily his skill set. It's his leadership. He's a winner. Yeah. He's been a winner all his life. Winners win. That's what the fuck they do.
Period.
So you saying he wouldn't have won one at Horn?
I'm saying if those kids would have followed DJ Bailey, which them receivers was going to do anyway, Mesquite Horn wouldn't have been the team that did make the playoffs. They would be a 2-3 round playoff team. And if he had a chance to be there from the time he was a freshman, with all those kids going to Mesquite Horn, they might have won one. I'm saying he's a winner. I say wherever he goes, he's going to make whatever team he goes to better.
They contenders. I think DJ Bailey will make Horn. Horn would have been a contender with DJ Bailey there. Because it's not like Horn don't have talent. Now leadership may be something different. They got talent.
But that's what DJ would have brought was that leadership though, J Mac.
That's what I'm saying from the playoff point of view.
So what you think about Legend Bailey?
I don't know enough about Legend Bailey. You know what I'm saying? I don't know enough about him to have a suggestion.
I'm gonna say this to me. As far as athlete, and he wants to play. He wants to play quarterback in college. Okay, he wants to play quarterback in college, and he's a very good athlete. He's very athletic. I put him right under Chris Jemison from North Crowley, and it's not about a lot. It's just I put him over. I put Chris over him just because of what I seen both of them do on the field. But Chris is just a different monster than Legend Bay. I even think if you put with DeSoto, if you look at DeSoto, you got KD and you got Legend Howe. I think they can win with either one of them. You ask me. So these are some kids that I'm looking for. There's a new kid that came from Arkansas. That's at Red Oak.
I like him.
He can whip, right? Yeah. He can whip it. But you also have the weapons. You have 3 wide receivers and a tight end. That's gonna help you the whole way. And I think with him, if he doesn't get culture shot, that they can make a run for at least 4 to 5. They were if they don't lose their quarterback last year, Reginald Moody, if he doesn't get hurt, I see Red Oak at least in the semifinals.
Hey, Mark, I got a question about Legend. Because I said this a while back. I said he's a hell of an athlete playing out of position. Do you see him playing college at the next level? I mean, playing quarterback?
You know what, man? It depends on what school he's at. Can you use him at quarterback? You can in college if you got if you running that zone read. If you put him at running back or wide receiver, I think you got a different type of kid that can move anywhere around. So if I'm a college OC, I want to try to move him. I want to try to move him everywhere we can. And let him put the ball in his hands. Because if I had that problem, then now your defense they looking at film and at quarterback, they looking at running back, they looking at wide receiver. So it becomes a problem.
Right.
And so now the defense has to focus more on where he at. So now I got to line up to where he at. I got to adjust my defense to where he's at. But I think if he does play quarterback, man, in college, I see him like a De'Aaron King. They used to be at U of H.
Oh, okay. But King was a bad boy.
He ended up transferring to Miami, and he's coaching at SMU
right
now.
Yeah, he was good.
I think he was one of the best dual threat quarterbacks in college, man. That can beat you with his feet or beat you down, with his arm downfield. He's like Kyler Murray, And I think that's Legend Bay. To me, that he's a Kyler Murray. Him and Chris Jemison. They just really good athletes. But I see Chris. Can I see Chris playing another position? Yes, most likely. Yes.
That's interesting, man. That's
right,
man. You put something on our mind, but before we go any further, We gotta let B Rise have the flow. He got some stuff he need to get off his chest, and we gonna need y'all reaction to it. Willow, was Todd coming on tonight?
I don't know. Did you send Todd the link? Send Todd the link. It's his show tonight, man. You know he got 30 minutes on Sunday, man. The contract.
Todd was panhandling.
Listen, are you beefing with Todd?
Todd was panhandling in the chat, so I didn't know what he was doing.
Well, let him come on. Let him come on and panhandle in the public view and pass the collection plate.
Right.
Hey, coach, but the coach at LD Bell, man, he got 2 kids, man. I got to watch them last year 2 times on JV, man, and because I like going to a lot of freshman and JV games, man, because I want to see what's coming up and to see how where these kids might end up going or if they might transfer or stay. But the 2 quarterbacks he have, man, I think J Mac, you said something about the left hand kid.
Right.
The left hand kid, I'm and I might be wrong. I think he has a slight advantage over the other kid.
Okay. Well, we're gonna see. Now, B Rise, let us have it, man. I want you to give your spiel, man, and we got the right people on the panel to respond to what you got to say. So go ahead, B Rise. I'm gonna put the spotlight on you, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, listen, man. I thought this conversation was done over already. Listen, man. Listen. Duncanville is not playing a 16-game schedule. It's because Duncanville do not want to play a 16-game schedule. They do not need to. Can we put the narrative to rest that teams are ducking them in non-district? Can we put that to rest? The reason why, listen, if a team says, hey, I will play you, the only return is you got to come to Katy, and you say, nah, I don't want to come to Katy. So why would I come to Duncanville and get beat by 49, go to Thibodeau, get some fish, come back the next year and do the same thing? That doesn't make any sense. But they know that. We know Sam do not like to travel 30 minutes. They know that. So everybody knows this. So I mean, it's no knock, but think about it. If you're a coach and you know this, and you see another coach say, "Hey, nobody want to play us," you supposed to say, "Hey, man, that ain't true. You like it? No, come on, let's just be real. No one ducking nobody." What do you got, Lamar?
I mean, pretty much summed it up like we were talking about on the post. I believe it was a few years ago, Sita wanted to do a home and home. But like we all know those samples, more than 30 minutes, he's not trying to hear it unless it's a playoff. So teams do a home and home with you, but you don't want to travel. You can't put the narrative out there that, hey, we find anybody to play under your terms. That's like to come to twice. Coach Tom was like, you out your damn mind. What does it make to go to school twice? Back to back.
What you got, King?
If the man don't want to travel, he don't travel. And right now, man, to me, he's the godfather right now. So I mean, it's turns, but I think there's other teams. I think some teams that in the state probably could have played them. That's probably a little closer. I don't know. And I know what I trip out on is why nobody in Frisco want to play him. Are you worried about? And this is why I respect Todd. Todd has one of the hardest non-district schedules out here. And when Todd and what's up, Todd?
Hey.
With his schedule, but with his schedule,
Todd pop up like the boogeyman.
yeah. With his schedule, he's testing his team for not for district, but past district. So I do I think Sample should try to give in a little bit? No, hell no. But at the same time, if you want to play a game, I think it's okay to go home and home because that's what we do. But it's a lot of teams that will that's ducking. I don't. Well, let me take that back. I don't know who ducking. I see Marcellus is not ducking the heat at all. You know what I'm saying? So I question some of the other coaches. Are they playing for wins or are they trying to get better after the playoffs?
I think it's strategic though. I also think we give Todd a lot of credit, but I also feel like Sock pretty much, they playing games, they ain't got nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? Like they playing games to where if they lose, it ain't a big deal. Right. You see what I'm saying? Now, if Louisville play Duncanville and get smoked, it's kind of a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like so this is what I say about Duncanville. I think these 5A powerhouses should be trying to play Duncanville because they need to look at it like Todd. You ain't got nothing to lose. If you lose, you're supposed to lose. If you win, you Superman.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, to me, like the Alitos should be trying to play Duncanville, the Argyles, the Highland Parks, Denton Rhines, like, go out there and play them because you ain't got nothing to lose. You can just go play. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Don't nobody say nothing to Todd when they lose to Duncanville. They yearly lost to Duncanville means nothing.
No.
But J-Mac, let me ask this, J-Mac. If you didn't run and you say, hey, I'll come to Panther Stadium and play you, but in return, you got to come to Denton, which is 45 minutes away, the next year, and I'll say, nah, I'm good. You will still take that game?
Now I agree on that. Like, I do. I agree with you, B-Rise. Now, I feel like Sam's gonna have to come out of his comfort zone. Like the days of, we know he's known as the Godfather, but technically he ain't no more because it's quite a few very successful black coaches out there now. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not an anomaly no more. Even though he's the GOAT, he's the originator. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. He deserved that title, but what I'm saying is now a lot of people they just move on. Like people are not willing to give in to your demands as easy. You see what I'm saying? Like, why agree with what Sam want if Todd say, "Hey, we'll come"?
Well, I think the other part of that too, though, Jay Matt, is I got to put that wear and tear on my body. You know what I mean? I don't have to play that game. Right. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? It's not like the best team in the state is not in my district. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm not playing a 5A state champion. You know what I'm saying? So it's I think people want them to play the big schedule when you got to look at it as if he has to travel to Katy, who benefits from that? Them or Katy? Katy benefits. Right.
No, I get it. I get it.
You know what I'm saying? So I think for them, they playing it right. If I'm in that district, I'm not risking another game, and then I'm already playing soccer. I'm already playing. Who else they playing? St. Francis.
St. Francis.
Right.
Yeah. Why I gotta go schedule a Katy?
I mean, Willow, that's cool. But then for people to get on Facebook and say people are running from them, ducking from them, that's where B-Ride's whole issue come from.
Well, I mean, it's partly true though, Lamont.
Because they're not giving in to their demands?
Well, no, because there are teams running and dunking from them. So I mean,
right here,
that is true.
shit, right here in the Metroplex.
Right here.
I mean, yeah. So, where the lies.
But when if you really want to play a full schedule, and then you have
You
teams
can.
play you gotta compromise. You gotta give in somewhere.
But if you don't want to, I don't have to.
No, you don't have to.
So
But
if
Willow, this is the point, Willow.
these terms are not on my doors, so what y'all saying basically is Sam, like, I got to come to me with a perfect scenario to determine what I'm gonna do and what I'm not gonna do.
No, Willow, this is what we're saying, Willow. No, I agree with Sam's philosophy. No one is disagreeing with if I don't want to travel outside of DFW for 45 minutes. No, that's perfectly fine. However, don't get on here and say teams are ducking me. I can't play a full schedule if you're not willing to take a role in a away game to Houston or Austin. That's all we're getting at.
What
It's
team?
more about the fans. It's more about the fans because we ain't heard Samples say this, so we can't say it's Samples, but I get it, right? Like, and let's just be honest, everybody ain't fortunate to be Duncanville, DeSoto, Sock. Well, Sock don't have to play a full schedule either. They don't want to because these are all teams that's gonna play in December anyway.
Shit, Sock got to because they playing the Poor Sisters of the South in district.
Well, I take that back. Sock got to because they got to get. This is where they get their work in. So.
Right.
Let's get that young boy a chance.
That's all we saying. That's all man saying.
Hey, would you want?
I agree.
Would y'all want to see them play in Highland Park?
Yes,
man. Listen, I want to see them play. I want to see them playing in December in Jerry World for state championship. I don't even care how they get there. You know what I mean? They can schedule 7 games, all district. I don't care. Just get there.
I don't know. In a way, I do kind of feel like it's good for the kids to play as many games they can play on film. But I don't think Duncanville have a problem getting kids opportunities either. Right. So, I mean, I guess, but I kind of agree with B-Rise. We understand what's going on. I guess the fans and at this point, I think this was the coach that's saying it. So,
you know what I'm saying?
Fans and the coach, I need to just chill out. I get it.
Yeah, but
I get it.
So I got a question. If you had anybody that you were 2 games that you can put in Texas State, Cowboy Stadium, and you putting it together, you getting all the money from the game. What 4 teams y'all would love to see play each other? That's not in the same district.
Oh, DeSoto and North Shore, Westlake and Duncanville.
Say that again.
Say Lamar, you be scratching every time you talk.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Hey, no, that was a good question. I want to hear your answer again because I want to get the same teams. What'd you say?
DeSoto, North Shore, then folks on Camp Wisdom and Westlake.
Okay.
Damn, he stole my answer.
That's a good one. I would go with. I'll be honest. I would love to see DeSoto or Lido. I would like to see a DeSoto or Lido game, and I would like to see a South Lake Curl because that's who South be running from. Them type teams.
Hey man.
I'm
allegedly.
I want
allegedly.
No, I would like to see. I would like to see. I like to see Sock and Texas High.
Yeah, we might actually see that though.
Yeah,
that's a game. That's a game I want to see. I want to see Want to see a Carter in the Permian game. Probably want to see a lot of that one. Yeah,
I want to see Doug from West Texas.
Yeah, you do. You want to see number? I love to see number 20 back on the defend.
You know about the farthest west I'm going, brother.
Yeah, man.
But no, that's I couldn't even think of another. Here's who I like to see. I would like to see Sock and Texas High, and I would love to see a Lancaster and Red Oak game.
Okay.
They need to make that happen. I still don't understand why that's down the street. That needs to be an every year game, non-district game.
Well, see, Lancaster's original back in the day. Their original.
Hey, it's Todd talking, or you on the phone?
On the phone.
He's on the phone.
Lancaster's original rival was Hutch back in the day. Those are two rivals. Now we know it's not a rival game anymore. But Red Oak, I think that'll be a great game because I think that game is going to be a track meet, a 55-65 type game.
Zach, my brother Zach, we gotta send Zach a link one time, man. He need to come on the show and talk to us.
I
wasn't throwing any shots. I said allegedly. I mean, it ain't like y'all trying to schedule them done. So I didn't lie. Y'all know y'all don't want that smoke none. Go ahead, Marco.
I want to see Anna. I want to see Anna play soccer. Anna got a nice quarterback out there, man.
Yeah, they do, Bill.
I want to see Anna in soccer. I think that'll be a great game and it'll be a well coached game, both sides. And then I would like to see Highland Park and DeSoto. Oh, matter of fact, Highland Park and Duncanville, because I think you got two coaches that pride themselves on being well, how they teams prepared for the game. And if one team make a mistake, it might go the other way because can you stop them on the offensive side?
Yeah, I would love that. I think I would like to see, like with the emergence of some of the other teams, like a year from now, I would love to see North Forney play North Crowley.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's so many more teams coming up now that I think this is gonna broaden our horizon. Like I would love to see Red Oak play Richardson Bergner
this year.
Why they game, J-Mac?
Because I think they're very similar. I'm telling you, Richardson Bergner has athletes. They have athletes.
I got them winning their district.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I
got them in their district.
And I think it's just a matter of time before they can get over that. Of course, Brian said he was coming. As soon as they get out of the one and done bars, he was coming on the show and let me know about it. He said, as soon as they get out of the one and done bars, I think it's coming. I would like to see tell me this, DeMarco. What you think of Longview?
Longview? I think they back to the old Longview. Will been an East Texas boy. I know he gonna like this, man. But I think they come back with the beast out the East, man. I think they got some pieces that nobody's probably gonna think of. I think Coach King is a decent, a hell of a coach, man. So I can see them giving some fight, and it's not gonna be an easy one, on whoever they line up in front of. It's not gonna be easy at all.
Yeah, one thing about Lumber, they all gonna put up a fight. They gonna one thing about you gonna be in a dog fight. It don't matter who you are.
It don't matter, the to me the that district is what 5, 10 is 6, 10 is 10 district 10. That's what it is. District
Right.
10. We got Forney, North Forney, Rockwall Heat, Roy City, and used to be Tyler Lee, now it's Tyler Legacy. I think it's gonna be some that district right there. Everybody's talking about the SEC of of Texas or whatever. But I think they the Big 12 of Texas over there, man, because you got a bunch of heavy hitters, and I think that's gonna be a district where you might see teams waiting on somebody else to lose just so they can make it to the playoffs. I think it's gonna be some beating up on each other. Of course the rival gonna be Forney and North Forney. You got two new quarterbacks over there. North Forney with a new coaching staff. We're gonna see how that's gonna work with the quarterback and the other kids that transferred in. Forney has, like I said, new quarterback, but they got a hell of a running back also. That can do some damage. And then you got Rockwall Heat, man. That's you can't look over them. You can't look over them at all, man. So that to me that's like the Big 12. I'm gonna say on the north side, up here north, because if you look down south, down to Houston, you got Tennessee and Galena Park, North Shore. To me, saying that's like the ACC. What I'm saying, of the conferences, so of Texas. So I look at them as I look at District 10 as SEC, man, and I mean Big 12. And I think, like I said, I think they gonna duke it out, man. That's I want to go see Longview, and I want to see Longview play Forney, because I want to see if they gonna stop the running game.
You know what, Marco? You made some good points. It's gonna be in that district you just named. It's gonna be some 5th and 6th teams that's better than a lot of these playoff teams in the other districts.
It is, man. And I like districts like that, man. I like this where black and blue. You know what I mean? I like that, man, because it gives that it gives you that time to try to get ready for the playoffs, because you play in the playoff atmosphere every week. Todd, y'all play Longview?
Yeah, yeah, week 3.
Y'all go down there, right?
Yeah,
I'm gonna put my car attached to the bus, and I'm just gonna ride along, man, to see what's up.
all right, come on. You know you're more than welcome.
Man, I gotta see that.
Yeah, I ain't missing that game.
That's a great test, man. That's a great test for both teams. Longview, they get to see a team that won state, and can we hang with these boys, and are we gonna be able to do the things that we always do? And then Sock get to see, Sock with a new quarter. Well, I can't say new, but he's new to the ham as far as the man right now.
Right.
How is he gonna react to the whole situation? That's when you look at things like that, man. It's something. I think whoever got the ball last is at the end of the first half, and they put up some points, and they put them up by 3. It's gonna be hell.
You think it's gonna be a? You think it's gonna be a 3-point game?
I'm gonna give it an odd number. I'm gonna give it a 6-point game. Somebody's gonna have to go for 2. And they're gonna miss it, and that's what's gonna mess them up. Todd, y'all got a kicker?
It's gonna be a
Yeah. We got a couple of kickers.
He's that couple of look at John.
Hey, I ain't heard nobody say had a kicker since I was a freshman and Will was a senior when they had the kick on at Carter.
Roman De Leon.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the last time I heard the DIG team say, "Yeah, I got a kicker."
Nah, shit. Ty been having a kicker for the last 3-4 years.
Yeah, man.
Say Marco, he got a punter too. Marco, he got a punter too.
Has it been that long? Yeah, I know they was. Well, let me say this. Let me rephrase that. Y'all been playing. Well, they play special teams over there, so y'all know I like that. But your special teams and your kickers been coming through here lately. The one you just had, was he probably one of your better ones in the last 9 years?
Yeah, in clutch time, yeah, he was clutch.
He was clutch because he Episcopal game, he won that one, right?
Yeah, with the walkaway field goal, yeah.
Yeah, and then he and then who else? The playoff game when we was in when the fog, what was that one?
Argyle.
Yep. When he hit that one to go into overtime, right?
No. Argyle didn't go in overtime.
Was that the one to go up? What game was I'm talking? What game I'm talking about? Y'all remember that game, right?
The Midlothian game. The Midlo game.
Oh, you might be
the Midlo game.
Midlo Heritage.
Okay, yeah,
the
Midlo
game.
It's the Midlo game. Yeah, the band. The band was the
that was Argyle.
Yeah, that was Argyle game.
Argyle.
Yeah.
Somebody said they had a kick in 09. That's all they had.
And what J-Mac over here talking about today?
All right, Ty. So here it is.
How you gonna come on the show?
Ty, you already know. You got a lot. You already know, Ty, man.
I'm just saying, Ty. You came on the show and then got on the phone. That was kind of rude. You don't think so?
I mean, that just means it was an important phone call. Then I get.
Hey, that's either the news or the administrator.
You don't treat them other folks like that. I ain't never seen you take a phone call on them other folks.
If that same call would have happened, yeah, I would have.
Because we don't know that.
If it's the administrator, you gonna answer, huh?
Yeah, co-parenting.
Oh yeah. You better have to.
Yeah. That's what I believe. I had to get out the show for that co-parenting. I get you.
All right, you all right, coach. All right, coach.
I know, B-Rod. Hey, B-Rod, checkmate.
Did you just say co-parent?
You already know. Shit.
Yeah.
And then what J-Mac been talking about, man?
All right, man, just talking about everything, coach. Everything.
Talking about dream matchups. What if the Dub was sponsoring, 4 teams coming to play, who would be what would be the matchup, everybody want to see that's non-district.
Right.
Well, what we was talking about too, Todd, that you might be interested in is a conversation that we had about the quarterback from DeSoto. Right? So if DJ leaves went to what's the name of that school?
Horn.
Mesquite Horn. There'll be a playoff team. And J-Mac said there'll be a state championship team. Contender.
I said it would be a contender. And by saying contender, I'm saying they will probably be making the Thanksgiving and maybe,
Like why you say? I mean, like why you say that though?
Well, I mean, number one, I really do believe in DJ leadership more than anything. Is he a great player? Can he throw the ball? Yes. Is he all that? Yes. But to me, his greatest asset is being the general. Like people follow him. You know what I'm saying? Like when he out there, he give his team, belief that they gonna win, and no matter what. So yeah, and I think like Horn ain't lacking for athletes. They got players.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you put DJ back there. I mean, they don't had a couple D1 offensive linemen already. So it's like, hey, you put him back there. I think he can lead them. I think he can lead them to Thanksgiving, 4th round.
I mean, but that's so. Then that mean the other coach will still be there. So you can't train one variable without changing all the variables they're supposed to train.
Hey, hey, DJ was there his freshman year, so hey, it is what it is.
I'm saying, so if he would have been there, that would have been with the old regime too. So, like, I don't think you'd be saying that.
But I mean, I think they still would have had the players. Like his class, that class was a decent class that just left.
Flinner was also the OC at first, before he took the job at Forney. All right, so he took the job in at Forney right when DJ's coming in, getting ready to come in.
Right.
That spring.
But Flinner was at Mesquite, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was head coach at Mesquite then. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah. I guess you could say it like that. Well, let's just assume that DJ came back. How about that? He came back with the new coaching staff.
Nah, like.
Say, J-Mac, Ty got you already changing the question different. That's like seven answers on one question. Like, come on, man, you gotta know what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
He just ain't gonna play right. So
no, he's not gonna play right. You're gonna fall for it every time.
Man, DJ went to DeSoto. That's where he went. He won 2 state championships at DeSoto. As much as he helped DeSoto, don't act like DeSoto ain't helped him too.
Okay.
It went go tip for that.
Yeah.
How you feel about that, Lamar? Is DeSoto helping your child?
Hold on, Todd. Because if DJ wasn't there, what if Keelan Russell would have went?
I mean, I think everything worked out the way it was. Coming out of middle school, I don't think nobody projected Keelan Russell to be who he is today.
I don't know. Coach Jack told me Keelan Russell was the best quarterback over there as a freshman.
I mean, that still don't mean you the quarterback he is considered today.
What's the kid name that was there before? He a senior this year. He transferred to school in Tennessee.
Oh, Chris, what's his name?
Parson.
No. He in college. He in his second year in college now.
Is he?
Yeah.
Where you end up going to school, Todd?
At Mississippi State, I think.
Is he starting up there?
Oh, that's right.
Nah, he wasn't starting. I think he started a game or something last year.
Well, okay. Check him out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, J-Mac. Like, I think Keelan Russell playing worked out the way it's supposed to work
out. I'm Todd, what you said is true. A lot of people, even when he came out of high school, come out of junior high, out of Kennemer, they just thought he was a decent player. They thought he was going to be a receiver. To be honest, they thought he was going to play receiver. But I mean, the kid was given a chance, and he worked his butt off, man. And to be honest, man, when he first came out of junior high, man, his twin sister was taller than him. So he ended up having a growth spurt, within the last 2 years or 3 years, I should say. And he worked his butt off, man. I got to watch him a couple times, man, and see him, see his whole attitude come to a position because he wanted to play quarterback. Now, back in the day in Little League, he didn't want to play quarterback. He wanted to play receiver. He was a hell of a receiver. You know, I think he's one of the best athletic kids around here in the Metroplex. You know, but like I said, my hands down, I think Chris Jefferson is probably the best athlete at quarterback right now. But Keelan, man, hats off to him, man. He busted his ass, man, and he still works today. He's still working today, man. Won the Elite 11 this year.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So, like, if you go back 10 years or go back 5 years, nobody gonna say Keelan Russell gonna win no Elite 11.
No.
Nobody said Keelan Russell would have thought he was gonna lead his team to a state championship as a sophomore.
Nope.
And ain't nobody back then was saying he's gonna be better than DJ Bailey. But you just gotta let the shit play out. Now, if you have a choice to be or pick a son, you want Keelan Russell to be your son going to the 12th grade, or DJ Bailey when he was going to the 12th grade.
Man, now that's kind of difficult. You have to say Keelan because he possesses, like, he checked all the boxes, but.
And that's what I'll be saying. Sometimes people got to let this shit play out, and people got to realize that all this shit changes through time in a way because of how tall a person may be. Everybody who the shit when they're younger don't necessarily mean you're going to be the shit when you're older.
Yep.
Please tell.
You know, so you just got to let it play. Like, everything happened for a reason. If that quarterback don't get hurt against soccer and tear his knee, Keelan Russell may not be the person he is right now.
Yeah.
And Duncanville wouldn't, and if the other kid was starting, I don't think Duncanville would have won state.
One from
that's one of DeMarco guys, Willis.
Yeah, but I don't think they would have won state with him. No. I don't think he was what they needed. He was like a smaller, supposed to be JJ type of quarterback. Yeah. But I don't think he could have did JJ shit.
Yeah, right. I don't think nobody doing JJ shit but JJ.
I mean, there's some other people that's capable of doing that shit.
I ain't seen them yet.
Got to open your eyes. And then you got to put them on a team that's surrounded with that type of shit too.
Yeah, like I said, I ain't seen it.
Let me
feel free to point it out.
We JJ as a sophomore. JJ as a sophomore versus Keelan Russell as a sophomore. I would take Keelan because he did everything. But if you go and say I need a straight out ball player, I'm taking JJ.
I'm not.
Yeah, at that time, JJ was still rotating between them positions because the Conley kid was kind of starting.
Yeah, he was playing wide receiver, going to go to quarterback. He was pretty much running. He was pretty much like a wildcat kid.
Yeah,
but that's why I would take Keelan Russell because at the end of the day, Keelan Russell done won 2 state championships. He's only lost 1 game. He's damn on some Kyler Murray type stuff right now. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, but JJ quarterback ain't far behind either though.
No. He not. But that's the only difference though. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all you can say. The difference between the two is Keelan won a state, and had JJ been healthy, JJ would have won state.
Yeah.
But that's the difference between the two. Yeah. Because JJ, what did he play in both of the state or just won the state championship?
No, he got hurt the semifinal.
That's right.
He got hurt, right?
And they only went to 1 state with him or 2?
2.
1. Okay.
Nah, they went twice. They went his junior and senior year.
Yeah, okay.
He got hurt. He didn't play. We talking about playing.
I know, but I'm saying he was the reason. Like he was on the team until the next to last year.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So like he would have played. He got hurt his junior and senior year, right? Is that what y'all saying?
He got hurt his senior year.
Senior year. And he went to state his junior year. At quarterback?
That's the Hail Mary. The Hail Mary game.
Right, the Hail Mary game. Okay. I mean, shit. I like JJ.
Hey, man. JJ, he probably still my favorite player.
Yeah. I mean, like if you go by what Bill Duncanville, I think JJ is like the foundation of it.
I would agree.
I mean,
Facts,
defense
facts.
is then JJ.
I would agree. I would agree with that. He was their first superstar player.
On the samples.
Correct.
Yeah,
Right.
I give him that. It was supposed to be Jalen Nelson, but he hurt his
He got hurt.
his
Yeah, he
heel
got hurt.
in the Soto game.
yeah.
I was there.
I
hated that
think if he doesn't get hurt, I think Samples he sees week 16 that year.
That was a good team with him and Trey.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the freshman had to play in the game when the year JJ got hurt, right?
Right.
Yeah.
They would have won that
Stop
game.
being paid. Yeah.
Now, wasn't nobody beating Duncanville that year?
Yeah, they
JJ
would've won.
senior wasn't nobody beating.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, nobody will be
but
done with
but then what I'm saying, when you start talking about that matchup of that game, like, goddamn, what you call it didn't play for North Shore neither though.
Who
That was
Dimitri?
on disciplinary actions. Right?
Like the running back didn't play neither.
Yeah, but that was his
that's
own
right.
fault. It wasn't because he got hurt.
But I'm still saying he didn't play.
They
But
used
he
on
could
Chris
have.
Evans, right?
Zach Evans, yeah.
Zach Evans.
And
Okay.
that was
But
also
I'm
because
saying,
Coach
like,
knew,
when you say
that's
one
also
didn't
because
play,
Coach knew he had a D1 backup.
who?
Like, I mean,
Hey, man, who was the D1 backup and running
Come
back?
on, Todd.
I'm saying, who was the running
Todd.
back that year for North Shore?
that running back that played, he went to a D1 school.
Who? Name him.
I don't know who he was. I remember he went to a D1
Now
school.
get Fact Check Award and Fact Check Award. Go find out
Go find out who that running back
in the
was.
state championship game.
Because he wasn't bad.
Todd. Let's be real, Todd. That big ass line North
And
Shore
he
had.
ran for 233, Todd.
I could have ran for 200 pound that line.
He ran for 233. So I don't give a damn if he went to McMurray. He ran for 233.
It wasn't the starter.
Damn, he ran for 2.
No, that's why the coach said the
That
other
O-line was huge, man, for North Shore.
So this is what I'm telling you then. So if you saying that the backup ran for 233, I'm saying, how does JJ help stop their run game? Because I believe the run defense problem, something was wrong defensively that game, correct?
Yeah, the O-line. That was the
that him playing means they couldn't lose if they gave up 233-yard rushing.
Well, y'all got quiet like y'all got quiet like y'all got sent to the corner.
Hey,
y'all see this shit? Y'all see this shit?
I'm thinking that.
Everybody got quiet.
Hey, y'all
I know. Hey, I'm thinking.
You say 2016, and you got the number one player is JJ. So he been a dog.
Yeah,
he been a dog. So I think kids. I think if like you said, if he playing the game, and if North Shore had a running back, I still think JJ controlled the whole game and they win.
But I think in that game to me, if you just go out, especially during that beginning era, like it's still a tit for tat thing. Like I don't think one thing here, one thing there make a game really flip another way because they both were just that damn dominant.
They were.
Right.
Like the other quarterback didn't lose no state championship game either. So like why he ain't in the College American?
Demetrius.
Yeah.
That's true.
Did he go? Did he win 3 in a row?
Nah,
he
lost
one.
He lost his
senior year. He lost senior year.
The senior year.
He lost senior year Westlake. Yeah, Westlake.
He
they didn't even say
he's on fire.
Where is he playing at now?
Alabama State.
He's out
at UTSA.
Yeah, UTSA now. Yeah.
He went from Auburn to Alabama State, and now he's at UTSA.
Yeah.
Not bad.
He said, my bad.
No, but I know he's
That's all I'm
graduating though. He's
saying.
going in as a that's not bad at all. No, he's going in as a graduate student too, so he has another year of eligibility. So I was saying it's not bad at all. That's what I was saying, not bad.
He was even in Little League, he was a hell of a quarterback, man. Hell of a, some people preach this no days off, man, and I watched him. His dad had him doing something Sunday to Sunday, man, and I asked him, I said, man, when his body gonna get to recuperate? Like he need to slow down some. No days off. So when he got to Auburn, man, it became an injury issue also. So,
and let me make a statement right quick too. For people like Jesse Wide to just post false
narrative. You always hating on black. You always hating on black.
No. Like, first of all, ain't no running. The running back didn't run for no 233. So that was a lie, a blatant lie. In that particular game, the quarterback ran 16 times for 115, and the backup running back that nobody know ran 27 times for 105. Stop playing like then we get on her and just start lying and shit to make our story be better. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, Jesse. Why let me read? Like Jesse just sitting up talking.
How much you got the back of
I ain't talking to nobody with R. Kelly headphones on today.
Hey, I want you. Are you gonna roast me, Coach Todd?
I'm just saying you just lied to the whole Dub Nation.
How many yards the backup running back? Hey.
He had 107 yards.
Okay, but guess what?
27 carries.
And guess what? Zach Evans had 89 yards the year before that.
See, that wasn't a discussion.
The point I'm saying is that you saying because the backup running back.
No, what you said is that he ran for 233 yards.
How many total rush yards they had?
God damn, see, here we go again. That wasn't up for debate.
Okay, well, hold on. Listen to what I'm saying. So he had 107 yards, right? You see, 117?
He had 105 yards on 27 carries.
He ran more for Zach. He ran more
than Zach Evans had. That's what I'm saying. The point is,
Todd, this is why the show got canceled, Todd, right here.
And that's what I'm saying, because we don't never stick to what the topic was. And then here comes J-Mac talking about he ran for more than Zach Evans ran for.
He did.
What that got to do with the argument?
That it was easier.
The argument you said they had a D1 backup, one running back.
You got a capable backup.
Like you said, it was a D1 back. Find me where this kid went to school.
I don't know where he went to school. I think he did go to he went somewhere. Hell, he went to school. Shit.
See, so now he went somewhere. But
I believe he went to a D1 college. I do think he did.
Oh Lord, I tell you, man. Lies we tell to
come because it ain't worth the argument for me, because the simple fact was the coach chose to bench Zach, and JJ got hurt. See, you always hating on the black people. And you always trying to up somebody else. The bottom line was you cannot compare a kid getting benched off a disciplinary action compared to someone that blew their knee out.
No, Will. Just for the argument's sake, the debate it wasn't about why they didn't play. The whole situation was that he did not play.
Todd, the thing is,
yes.
Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
Yes.
There you go.
Hold on, Todd.
Your favorite school, Lido's.
I feel like I'm being poured into the matrix right now, Todd. So Jesse did say that he rushed for 233.
I did. I mean, when they rushed,
I did say that. You said it. Okay, and then J-Mac co-signed that shit. He was on it. He wrote his name on it. He signed it. And you're saying that that's not true. Now, what the original J-Mac saying was, and if I'm hearing this right, J-Mac said that, I quote, if JJ got hurt, the other guy didn't play for disciplinary reasons. Todd is saying it's the same principle because they both didn't play in the game.
Yeah, but that ain't the same.
But the reason why they didn't play in the game doesn't matter. It's just simply saying that they didn't play in the game.
It matters to me because the leader of your team, when the leader of your team that led you, y'all gotta remember Zach was getting in trouble all year. So when they decided to bench Zach, that wasn't a big deal. I remember North Shore fans saying, "Well, it ain't that big a deal. We ready for that one." You talking about losing 90% of your freaking offense?
The game before state,
Like
or half before state.
it ain't the thing. And one was voluntarily sat down. The other one got hurt.
I never disputed that.
But Todd.
See, this is why the people have spoken can't last, man, because people get mad.
Hey, Will, tell me, did I ever dispute the fact of why anybody missed the game? Did I ever dispute whether it was disciplinary reasons or injury? All I did was say what was considered their top player didn't play, and I said the other team top player didn't play. I don't know who had the better backup or not. All I know is the Duncanville backup quarterback still went to Mississippi State out of high school.
But he was
a freshman. That was a lot of pressure to be in.
But here's the thing.
It was a lot of pressure to be in. I'm saying whoever this Hagen kid is from North Shore, maybe he went to McMurray. So I'm not sure where he went.
He went to A&M Kingsville.
He went to A&M Kingsville. So another lie that we stated was we started that we substituted our backup Division I running back into the lineup. Like there we go. Like it's for the time, fellas.
A&M Kingsville.
We just gotta be honest.
He still on. What level is A&M Kingsville?
They like Division
SFA and all them?
They Division II.
They like A&M Commerce and all them.
They were A&M Commerce then. Okay, then.
Yeah.
No, they're not with A&M Commerce.
Kingsville out there with A&M Commerce?
Hey, man, stop speaking unless you're a virgin. You go present facts. Like, get you somebody in them headphones that gonna tell you what the real is.
Hey, I'm gonna fire you up, Ty. You keep on talking my headset, dog.
He said he ain't got.
I don't know why you playing.
He said you already got a little 12 play going on.
Hey.
Man.
Zach Evans had 96 yards rushing that game, not 89. That was the
90 yards.
But the other guy still beat him.
He still beat him. I'm just saying he wasn't.
And he also had six more carries.
That's because he couldn't do shit. The defense, they shut it down. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, like, dude, sometimes getting 21 for 96 is controlling the tempo.
That's barely.
The quarterback did throw for 333, dog. Like, come on, bro. Like,
the one who killed was 19. That was the X factor. The kid that went to A&M.
Yeah,
the Saturday Banks kid. Yeah, that was the factor. That was the factor. So I'm saying at the end of the day, when you saying about JJ, that at the end of the day, bro, like you get hurt the game before state. That's 90% of your offense. JJ was a whole different level on that offense. What I'm saying with Zach Evans, he wasn't missed like JJ was. Then Parsons wasn't prepared for that game, bro. Like you, and then think about it, the thing, Todd, they got inside the red zone 3 times and scored.
Like, I'm not disputing none of this. I'm saying all I said was what I said. I didn't dispute the fact of was JJ a bigger loss. Hell yeah, I think JJ was a bigger loss. I mean, I'm not stupid. But what I'm saying is that wasn't what the argument on the debate was.
Why did it take you 30 minutes to finally admit it?
That's what we was trying to say.
Huh?
God damn,
that's all we
you
were saying.
wasted 30 minutes.
Hey,
No, because
y'all were playing false narratives for the people.
Throw your hat in the Earl Willow.
I got a fact check for y'all. Texas A&M, Kingsville is Division II. They're not in the Commerce is Division I. All right, they're Division I. So that's not the same.
Yeah, not like us, like OVO.
Hey Jesse.
Yeah.
Just how them Longview Lobos looking right now, man?
They're gonna be all right, man. They young. They're gonna be all right though. I got them going 7-3.
What 3 games you got them losing?
I got them. So I think in that district it's gonna be a 3-way tie. I don't think it's gonna be a flat out undefeated winner. I think they're gonna lose to Forney, but I think they're gonna beat Rockwall. But I think Rockwall gonna beat Forney. But I think they're gonna lose to Forney. The sock game, man. I think they're gonna. I got sock picked to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if Longview beat them because you playing in Longview.
You can't play both sides. You can't
I'm not playing both sides. I'm gonna go with Longview. I'm just saying I think they're gonna lose.
So you picking Longview to win, or you picking Sock to win?
I'm going with Longview because as a fan.
All
but
right.
I think Sock gonna win if I have to bet on it.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah, I can.
You double dip. No, you can't.
And then the third game, I said 7-3 at worst. I think the Lufkin game gonna be kind of iffy. Lufkin gonna be pretty good this year, and then Longview gonna be pretty young. So I think it's gonna be between 8-2 and 7-3. They won't lose no more than 3 games.
Hey, listen. Here's the thing, Jesse, Mr. Wing man. When Sock beat Longview, the wings you had at the Oak Cliff Super Bowl, them coaches at Sock needed on Monday at lunchtime.
What's up? What kind you need, Todd?
What time we work?
What flavor you need?
I can't eat nothing without that salt no more. Shit, I can't have no 3,000 milligrams of salt.
I can make without salt. I mean, here I can.
Okay, yeah. Well, well, Mr. Dash or whatever that Dash shit is. Yeah. Make my way.
Tired of that garlic powder now.
Yeah.
I don't know what took him so long, Coach. Look, I don't know what took him so long, man. Shoot. Listen, man. Hey, life is good without salt, bro. I'm telling you, it's good without salt.
I got to figure it out now.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit will be over.
Shit, hey, are you walking now?
Yeah.
You're not.
I done lost about shit. I got on the scale here and I lost down to 20 pounds.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
I done lost 19.
What's up?
That's dope. Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, good job, Todd.
Good job, Coach.
Hey, bro, we gotta have you, man. You know
I know, man. Yeah. I went to the doctor. Shit.
But that doctor knows.
Yeah, and right before football season too, and that's the crazy thing about it, man. As coaches, man, we already okay with going into a profession that's high stress.
Yeah,
it's a high stress profession. You know what I mean? So we really got to make sure we take care of ourselves, man.
I know, man. Yeah. I went ended up going to the doctor because Carl Richardson gave a speech at the coaches meeting. And shit made me go. I'm like, oh god damn, now I gotta go.
That's all it takes. Sometimes just take our homeboys pushing us, man. You know.
I know, huh?
Yeah, that's all. God knew you needed to hear that. You was probably already thinking it to yourself anyway.
Right.
You know.
I going to the doctor be like when you're a little kid when your mama tell you join church.
Yeah, man. Going to the doctor, it's like hopscotch because you know you ain't been doing right.
Right. You know your mama tell you like, go on down there, boy. You like that?
Yeah. You know you the biggest sinner. Look, you know you the biggest sinner walking down that alleyway. Like I know.
Oh, Brad.
Hey, Todd. The scrimmage didn't move to Thursday this week. For all levels.
It's Thursday. It's Thursday. Why I be there?
Oh, I'm gonna be there. My son on freshman.
You know your son on freshman. Damn it, we see all the Facebook banners.
You said what?
We see the Facebook banners every goddamn
Hey
week.
man, shit. I gotta get them same look like the Lobo. I'm see the hill dad. Damn shit.
Hey. Well, add Nick, but maybe he'll let you be a tunnel dad or something. I know y'all
I don't want it's too high for all that shit. It's too high for all that shit. I'm being staying.
No, call Lamont.
He gonna be down there. Trust me, Ty. He gonna be right down there with that, like Lamont there. He gonna be down there fooling with that tunnel.
Yeah,
trying to inflate it and everything else.
Hey, tell and get Lamont's his outfit, his game day outfit. Make sure you got some flip flops and some white socks.
Oh, no,
looking like Jesus.
He got some new ones.
I don't know, man. I was just talking shit.
Yeah, Lamar, you
You
have the backpack wheel?
Say that again?
You have the backpack with it?
No, he don't have no. I don't know what Lamont be carrying with him, man. You know,
I just know he got on the Pee-wee field.
I like my snack now. It'd be like unsalted nuts.
You really because you don't want salted nuts.
I know.
Nobody wants salted nuts.
Hey, nobody likes salted nuts.
Hey, goddamn Will, boy.
Will hell,
man.
Hey, DeMarco,
Boy,
did you see we had Ennis coach on? Ennis coach was just Harold was just talking about how he liked to go to Buc-ee's. We won't let it down.
Hey man, Coach said he liked them sugary nuts, man. Child like unsalted nuts. I mean, you just never know with these state championship coaches what you're getting. Unsalted, shit, Coach, they legends. If you're gonna be a legend in Texas high school football, you better find some type of nuts you like.
You better get some nuts.
Oh man!
Hey, Scott Key, hey, how your boy doing down at LSU?
Oh shit.
Okay, I'm glad, Picky. You're a little late, but I appreciate that.
Oh man.
Backup did run for 200 yards in the semifinal for North Shore.
Semifinal, but not a state game.
Yeah,
well, I mean, it just shows that he was capable. So
that just shows right here that whoever they played the semifinal probably wasn't that good because he wouldn't miss no test against Duncanville.
Westlake.
Yeah, Westlake.
It was Westlake, right? Yeah.
Hey, B. Rod, Lamar say, ask me about the topic y'all were talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let that be our ender. Go ahead, cause we ain't gonna be here all night. Go ahead.
Here go J-Back.
Which one?
Yeah, J-Back got to work.
He be on till 12 and shit.
Hey man,
no.
You, man. I'm hating on the black man.
You talking about the duck and the dodging?
Yeah, about duck and dodging. Oh, it's all right, Todd. Hey, about Sam not want to travel. But he, we already established that Sam don't want to travel. We all cool with that. There's no problem with it. But at the same time, you can't say people are ducking me if you're not willing to compromise on the travel. That's all we were talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically it. That's it. You can't get it was coaches like
they've been winning since they'll be playing the game, so I know he's superstitious too.
Oh, that's...
And then as hard as much as he practice, you don't need all your game.
No, but we know that. We agree, but you can't have coaches coming over here saying we can't get a full scare because team don't want to play us if that's the case.
But I think they be looking for game. Now when it comes to that traveling stuff, he ain't big on it. But people do be ducking and dodging though. They do be doing that though. I agree on that part.
Hey Todd.
Yeah.
When the realignment came up, did you already have your game set up before the realignment, or did you scramble like everybody else be doing scrambling during that time after they dropped the districts?
Yeah. At the time realignment, we didn't have nobody that we playing with what set up. We probably playing Alito week 3. We were looking to go to Louisiana and go to New Orleans and play in the car for week 1. And I forgot what week 2 was. I think me and Sam may have talked about it. If something don't fall through, maybe just keep week 2 open.
So when I've been in meetings where you got everybody in the region right here, doing the schedules, man. And, did you have any? You ain't gotta say no name, but did you have any heavy hitters come to you and say, "Hey, can you get this game?" Did they come to you? Not you going to them?
Oh, the only people that ended up coming to me later on that day was Beate from DeSoto, and we was gonna play DeSoto if because at first Longview was already hooked up with somebody. So if it didn't come through, we probably gonna have to play DeSoto for week 3.
So, in other words, you still have some heavy hitters didn't want to see you.
Yeah. I mean, most people don't want to play us. I mean, like really with these games, how I look at it like if I'm Bob, what's the goddamn boxing promoter?
Don King.
Yeah,
Don King.
Yeah,
Bob Aaron. Bob Aaron.
Yeah. I'm like them. I'm looking for matchups that generate a buzz.
Well, shit.
But anything stock in is gonna generate a buzz, though. I mean, y'all at that level now.
Nah. It's a difference. Like, like people really anticipating like the North Shore game because I didn't realize the next day is the PVTSU game that Saturday.
See, that's what I was trying to tell y'all, man. And then it's Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah. The PVTSU gonna be on the 31st at PV.
Yeah. So
they playing at PV this year?
Yeah.
The PVTSU game?
Duncanville, they one of them games that's kind of been around. But it's still a respect thing, with the game, you know what I'm saying? And playing Longview, I think that's a good game to get a little power run game, formations, East Texas field.
Mm-hmm. Hey, they doing a green out. They looking forward to it.
They looking forward to it down there, bro. Trust me.
Yeah. I'm just trying to wait. Hope our new uniforms kind of stuff come in on time.
I'll be down there too.
So what y'all gonna do? White out? Y'all wearing icy whites?
Oh yeah, me too.
Where at?
Longview.
I don't know what we're gonna wear in Longview, man. I don't know when our new jersey. I don't know when our whole new uniforms coming in.
How many pair you got coming?
3.
Damn.
Boy, that's why I put that donation thing on there.
When you win state in the state game, boy, that check show look good. Coming home.
Yeah.
Behind y'all bus, Todd.
We got with them entourages like MC Hammer, man, J Mac when he traveled. Back when he was back when he was in a rap gang.
Hey, I was looking back at some of our old interviews, and I ain't gonna lie, the icy whites when the whole coaching staff were, that'd be clean.
Yeah, we might do a little something like that going to the A-time.
Yeah, that's part of the freshness. That's probably the best coaching uniform. Cause a lot of coaches, they so bland, man. Like, y'all don't talk about that in coaching school. Like, can y'all get out of the damn Docker slacks and tennis shoes with like, it's okay to look good.
I mean, at the end of the day, at Sock, baby, we just make some shit that's unacceptable acceptable and look cool.
Yeah, because y'all running back coach, he look like he ready to take a few carries when he come out there.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. He working every day.
Like, man, I think
that man, we the only team to run warm-ups and pregame.
Yeah. No, for real. That's what I'm saying. Like, we need more coaching staff looking good like that, man. I think so.
Right.
Nah, I'm talking about the kids too. I like it. I hate we messed up and lost that state game because there's some nice pictures from that game. I really wish could have went down in the archive.
That legendary. Did you have a legendary jacket on?
Yeah, I still wear it too.
I don't blame you. Pay for it.
Yeah.
I did.
Like who is Peter Lake show? Man, we just trying to go to Longview, man, and get some free barbecue out the deal, man.
What time y'all leaving that day, Friday?
So you can hit us up on the highway or something, bro.
I'm gonna get in front of y'all. And go 60.
He definitely gonna do it.
Yeah, hey, our bus get hit up like we Mo 3 or something out on the highway.
I'm gonna get in front of y'all. Go 60 miles an hour.
You trying to make y'all late for the game?
Nah, I ain't getting warm up.
I did my thing though. That's how I see. The first group of buses ain't gonna have nobody on them. They just gonna be decoys like when the president leave out.
There you go.
Hey, don't worry about it. I'm gonna see that buckets right there in Turtle. I'm gonna see when they see my
Hey.
boss say Dallas ISD.
No, we don't go nowhere outside of Dallas and no Dallas on no yellow bus, boy. Hell no.
I see the tour the buses. I see them up there, man. Don't worry about it.
No. We sitting on leather recliners.
Come on
Yeah,
down.
they definitely riding in luxury.
Yeah, we on charter, but we need 355 seaters.
Won't be down.
We got a big entourage.
Don't be down.
Is y'all JV and freshman playing Longview too?
I think that week our JV and freshman supposed to be playing DeSoto.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? Y'all just didn't want to do the travel?
Yeah, hell no. We ain't finna be traveling from no freshman JV game and then come back the next day. Nah, bro.
See, they don't want to do it.
But they would have played. But they would have had to come down there though, right? To the JV, because the freshman played with y'all played, right?
I mean, most time when it be like that, you probably meet up like a halfway point at a school or something like that in order to play them type of game.
Yeah.
But nah, we want
to ain't working.
Dang.
Well, I'll be in the house, man. You give me a hard time afterwards, man. We still.
It gonna be on, man. We trying to get ready, man. Shoot.
Yeah.
Will, I said gang gonna be tight at 6, right? By 6. My sis gonna go to Marsalis, man.
What's that?
It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be close.
Sock in Longview.
Oh, it ain't gonna be.
It's gonna be close.
Trust me, I promise you. It's hard.
Oh hell no, it's gonna be close. No, it's gonna be close.
I'm staying true to what I've been saying. So I go 3-1 in that preseason schedule. That's a fucking win. That's a win. That's a win, right? That's huge. That's huge, right? That's on pace to be one of the best teams in the country. I think Todd got the team this year to beat Samples. I think he got a team this year to beat North Shore. And the reason why I say that is because on both sides of the ball up front, they have difference makers. Not just big guys, you know what I mean? Not just role players. Like they actually have difference makers that can change the game. And to be able to have those type players up front gives you a unbelievable opportunity to win every game you win. Because for the most part on the outside, they're going to be matched up very well. And then you got your quarterback coming back. And, it's year 3 for him. So it's not like he's a rookie. He's just getting his reps now. You know what I mean? So for him, it's going to be great. And then, who want to tackle a 220-pound running back? We're going to see if you got the same energy in the fourth quarter when you turn it down them hits and you letting them run by and try to jump on his back.
But that's the thing too, though. Like we got 3 running backs that can go.
Yeah, so
you got some linebackers.
Yeah, like I think this team is built. I think finally, Todd, to be honest with you, I think this is a team that you always envision having. You know what I'm saying? Like you have that offensive line, that defensive line, not just 7-8 players. Like you got a full rotation of guys. You know what I mean? It's kind of like one of the things the rich get richer. So,
hey, tell me this, Will, because you play defensive line. At what point did you know the feeling of what you were going up against? Because your coach can tell you all week, hey, these guys gonna be good or this or that. You know what I'm saying? And you can watch film. Right. But at what point in the game did you become comfortable?
The first play.
When you were going against a real good team.
First play.
Right.
After the first play?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you two different scenarios. One, we was playing Ohio State and they had Orlando Pace. And so a lot of times I was lined up in that 3, so I had Orlando at the top when I was playing the guard. So I was getting a lot of down blocks, double team blocks, and it was times where I actually had to rush on him. You always hear about great players, right? And you always want to measure yourself when playing against the great players. And every game and everybody in the chat who's played the game, you're always nervous that first play because you just don't know, but you're always nervous. And after that first play, after you feel it, and you're like, damn, okay. You know what I mean? Then it's a different ball game. And that confidence just comes, right? The second time was when we was playing, I was with the Bengals. And we was in, it was my rookie year, and it was the first time going in on 9-on-7. And so they put me at the nose. I had Copeland and Big Daddy Dan Wilkerson next to me. So I was in the middle. It was Copeland, and it was Big Daddy Dan Wilkerson. And Blackman is an old vet guard, and they had a center. They had Willie, what's Willie's name? Went to Auburn. Anyway. They had him in there. And so the first play of the game, man, the first play of the scrimmage, I literally prayed as I got in my stance. And I just told myself, I said, man, just come off the ball. And I came off the ball and knocked him back. And Kajana Carter came in on a dive, and I pushed Blackman into Kajana. And from that moment on, man, I ain't had no fear. I always felt like I wanted to play against Larry Allen. Like, I wanted to play against the better dudes. But that first play, Todd, of any game should probably give you an indication, what you can do that game, especially on the defensive line, because it's right there in your face. And you got to think about it. If you come off the ball and you beat a dude the first time, that second play, he going to be on notice. So it just turns it into a different ball game. But it's definitely the first play.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's how I be as a coach, too, though. I be trying to see, I get a feel out there first play, I'm like, they can't blow us off the ball or something, something like that. That's what I be looking at, too, even from the sideline.
Oh, coach. I got to tell you something. I meant to call you Saturday, man, Friday, and tell you. I kind of don't want to tell you now because we on air, but I kind of want to tell you just how you got to get it. I had a coach in a scrimmage say,
man, don't go there, man. Y'all, no, go there.
What happened?
I have to call you, man. I don't feel comfortable because Slash technically some things. Yeah, I can't really I don't want to say it in public. Like, I literally got to tell you because I wasn't hot, but it was comical to me, and I knew I had to watch what I say because I don't have a filter, and my filter is very, very, very sensitive. So. Yeah, man, I just have to tell y'all fair, man.
He not Coach Todd. Remember, he's a coach now. He working, so he don't need to be saying that kind of stuff right now. He ain't Coach Todd, so let him talk to Coach Todd off her about it.
We talk off her, man.
Yeah, I had to catch myself. That's all I could tell you.
And you said something about me?
No.
It was during the scrimmage they had.
Oh, he just probably saying something that you just couldn't even fathom.
Yes. Yeah.
Hey, keep working. Hey, you're going to hear some of the most unbelievable stuff in the world.
Oh, dog, God. Listen, my man said, let me take my ball and go home.
Nah, it get crazy, man.
That's crazy. But hey, it's scrimmage season. Hey man, we finna go. But before we get out here, I gotta ask y'all one question. Do scrimmages matter?
Yes.
And to what point?
Yes.
I say is your team, because your team going against each other in practice every day. When they go against somebody else, it's that what Will just said, the nervousness. You know what I'm saying? Because you going against, you in the house with your brother all the time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wrestling, y'all know what time it is. But when you going against somebody else outside the house, now you get to see who your dogs are or who gonna step up. Either gonna be a pup and stay on the porch, or you gonna get off that porch. That's my deal. I love scrimmages, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you can learn a lot from them because it's your first time going against somebody. It kind of gives you a gauge, but it's also in a controlled setting. Another big thing is you don't want nobody to get hurt in no scrimmage.
Wow.
But injuries can always happen, so that can be a big thing to affect your season, good or bad.
Yeah,
I think sometimes
like
people put too much
scrimmages,
emphasis
man,
in them, though.
Yeah, you find out what you got, man. I mean, more importantly, it's kind of weird because like the reason why I always like the way high school and the pros are set up because you got a chance to go against somebody else before your games. In college, you only going against yourself.
Right.
So you don't know if you got a really good offense or a really bad defense or a really good defense and a really bad offense. Or if you just got a combination of both. But you don't find out to the first game of the season. You know what I'm saying? At least in these scrimmages, it gives you an opportunity to gauge more than anything the mentality of your team and seeing how it's shaping out to be. You know what I mean? Because you get an opportunity to compete against other people. And, you always want to gauge yourself about what you're doing with other people. So, yeah, it's very important, man. Very important for sure.
And play calling can also be part of that too. Does this play really work? Because I wrote it up on paper, and now I go against my defense, or my defense is lined up against his offense. Does it really work against somebody else that's not used to seeing it? Because in practice, you can see, when I'm running my plays against the defense that we always see, I know where the holes are. I know what I can do. If I'm playing against somebody else, their defense might look like ours, but then it might do some shifting. Then there you go. You know what I'm saying? So now you need to see where you are as far as your kids are mentality wise also.
Okay. Wait. I was just wondering because it is scrimmage season. So everybody, man, y'all get out and support somebody, man. Y'all get out and go watch some of these scrimmages.
This the last week.
Yeah, this is it. This is
last
it.
week.
I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out and go watch me some scrimmage, man. I think I'm gonna go see Seagoville and Irvin Nimitz, man. I'm gonna go see my guy, Coach Small.
Hey, don't forget Bam over there, man. He got a nice quarter. He got a nice quarterback, and then he got one of the best DBs in the country, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
but see, I'm going week 1. I'm debating about going to that game week 1.
So Arkansas.
Timberview.
No,
They
that's
play
week
Arkansas
2.
week 2.
Timberview. Yeah.
I think that'll be a good test for them.
I want to go to that Palm Bluff game though. I really do.
I'm gonna go check that out. Hey Todd, I went and watched Pinkston, and that's what I meant to tell you, J Mac. So I saw Will because Pinkston and Trinity scrimmage each other, right? So apparently the week 3 game is Trinity and Life going at each other week 3.
Right.
And Trinity has a running back, number 14, and apparently the dude been cold for a long time, but this is the first time I saw the dude.
Yeah.
He is nice. I was like, oh my God, this dude got some stuff to him. He's pretty good. And then also Pinkston got this back, man, that's about 6 foot 210. No, 220 now. He 220 now, Todd.
Dang.
He 220. He called a wheel route. That's how good he can move with Todd. He called a wheel route and scored. Safety couldn't catch him. Their offensive line looks like they might be as big as yours. And
they got a big offensive line last year.
They got a quarterback. So they got some stuff, man. They added some things. Yeah, they added some things.
He came from Wasatch, David King.
Yeah. They he's the other one that left Wasatch. Yeah. So but they actually look good, man. He made some good throws. They got some good stuff going on over there. I really want to see them more in action. And I think they got a 3-way next week with Madison and then somebody. I was like, man, you need to get out of them scrimmages. You need to be scrimmaging up.
Now, how Carter look? I know what Swaggy with the Carter stuff, huh?
Swaggy say Carter ready for state. That's every
Man, I
time.
talked to a homeboy. I talked to a homeboy that's a police officer for DISD. He said Kim gonna kick Carter ass. They told me. I asked him how would that game go. He said Kim gonna kick Carter ass.
You know, I would get mad at you being a hater.
No, I'm just being. Hey, I'm telling you. I was telling you.
That's just how you move. That's just how you move, man. And you don't think that I ain't forgot about you posting this little thing about East Texas, Longview, and versus Dallas. I see you put 1967, 1955 during the Civil Rights Movement, but you skipped 1991. How do you do that?
I was playing for the Comets then, so I remember that.
So, okay, but you posted the 60 score.
I ain't never posted.
You posted the 50 score.
No, who posted that? I ain't posted. Somebody else posted it.
Okay, but you co-signed it.
I'm a co-sign.
But you didn't co-sign. But you're not co-signing that.
All I know, last time y'all played Carter, they
okay. So the last time I played Longview, it was 21-0.
Well, I don't remember that game.
That's fine. You don't have to. Ty remember it.
Yeah, I think that was at Mesquite Memorial.
There you go. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Y'all still lit up them days here. Shit. What y'all did?
Okay, I got you, man. I got you. You still at you playing with the Comets or the Jets?
I played the Comets then. I went to the Broncos.
But you didn't even know nothing about Longview then.
Nah, I didn't. Hell, I ain't never give out to Dallas. Hell, shit. I went to Tyler for a family reunion.
Yeah, and then that's when you fell in love with Longview. What's her name?
Nah,
who got you sprung on Longview?
Nah, man. Honestly, Longview happened when I went down to my brother. We went to a party down there, bro. And I always like East Texas football regardless. So I like East Texas a lot, bro. But I went down there. I was coming to a game down here. When I went to a game down there, bro, just to see I just gravitated toward the shit. This year they played Allen. When they beat Allen, when Allen had Jonathan Williams. Longview had Tyler McCray and Aaron Johnson. I went down to a game down there, man, to watch them. I just gravitated this shit.
Why you didn't feel that way about? Why you didn't feel that way about this school in Westmoreland?
I mean, it ain't that, but they ain't a football school. They just now Bam turning it. But you gotta think about it, bro. Like, I got a chance to see different football. I used to go out. I watched Duncanville for the first time I was 4, and like just like the fact how they play, it was different. So
in other words, you don't like where you come from.
No, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm always be proud of where I come from. I'm from the Butterbean. I went to Kimball, proud of it. But it just when it comes to football, the high school football, it's just certain things I like, and I just gravitated towards Longview style football.
Do you claim Kimball basketball?
I went to Kimball. I don't follow high school basketball.
So you don't claim Kimball at all?
I mean, I do claim Kimball. I went to Kimball, proud of it. So no, it ain't that. I ain't never been.
Marco, you hear Marco?
I'm a fan of Longview football. I make that very clear.
But are you a fan of Kimball basketball? Are you a fan of?
I don't watch high school basketball. J-Mac, don't watch high school basketball.
Are you a fan of Kimball track?
I don't go watch track meets. I'm a high school football fan.
You're a football guy.
So I'm a high school football fan. I'm a fan of the Lobos football team.
So if Deuce is playing against Longview, who you going for?
I got to pick up
Which is possible. I think that's the second round matchup.
I'm a dad first.
I don't know. I don't trust you.
Hey, I'm a dad first, man. I'm a dad first.
Hey, man.
Hey, Tom, my homeboy, but I think I'm going from Lobos, man.
Yeah. Now, why go rob them Lobos?
That's why I really question whether or not he gonna go for if Deuce ain't on varsity, if they beat in the second round, if City Hill beat Longview in the second round. Just why sitting on Longview side, I can tell you that now.
Nah, I'm a dad first. I'll be behind my boy in the white helmet, man.
All right. Now, is that just on JV or just on? He gonna be playing freshman?
He playing freshman this year.
So you just gonna support that freshman game against Longview, but varsity
they're not gonna play freshman. It's a player. They're not gonna play.
So okay.
Hey, he gonna be like, my son ain't on V yet, so I can still sit on Longview side.
Hey, man,
that's why I was going with it, Ty. That's what it sounded like to me.
Hey, it's TTHL, man, in the playoffs, man. My boy, it's TTHL.
He gonna have that Longview Lobo on under the TTHL. T-shirt.
I'm at a wolf and a Lobo shirt. I'm at a wolf and a Longhorn together.
You can't do that.
So, I'm just bullshit. I'm a dad.
Let me tell you something. Let me give you some parenting 101. My son went to Faith Family. Okay. They played Carter. I had my Carter gear on. Faithful. They beat us. My son had to ride home with his homeboy.
Hey man, look.
Because he won't stop talking noise. So I just want you to keep in mind it's okay. It's okay.
I'm a dad first, man. Hey, we're gonna have TTHL on, dog. So hey,
that
ring.
Hey, and before you go, let me give you a history fact about Kimball. That logo that they have now was made by a Carter dude. Me. While I was over there. They love it, Will. Will, they love it, Will. They love
Which one is that?
I missed the helmets with the nice on the side.
Yeah. I got rid of that. I got rid of that.
Oh, you did used to coach at Kimball, huh?
Yeah, I got rid of that.
Where's your record at Kimball when you coached at Kimball? Y'all weren't very good.
I was there 5 years, man. I was there with Barnes.
Oh, I know y'all struggled with them years.
Yeah, those
Hey, King, quick question. That King kid that you said trained from Waxahachie, that Don King's little brother?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
No, actually, his dad, King's dad, played with he a little older than you, man. He played at Skyline. He played safety at Skyline.
You know what? I want to ask you a question real quick. Before we got to Earl.
What's King's first name?
David.
Dalen?
David.
His daddy, right?
Yeah,
David King. Yeah. He played with Rossum and all them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna ask a question. I forgot what talked to. I'm gonna ask y'all the question. Do y'all think that the class with Ivo now was what turned Waxahachie around? The 2020
turned Waxahachie around.
Who you say?
I think the coach turned Waxahachie around, whether Ivo was there or not.
Well, I'm saying that class though, because
that class. Because look how many of them players went to college.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. So I was talking to somebody about that. I said he played a role in that, basically helped turn that coach around. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, we used to laugh at Waxahachie.
Yeah, because that coach, they well, I ain't gonna get into it, but yeah, they tripped out for a minute. That's why you can't hire your homeboy. You gotta hire real people.
Hey guys, as much as I want to continue this conversation with y'all, man, I got hall duty in the morning.
Yeah, I gotta hear that nigga at practice at 6 in the morning. I'm tired. I gotta get back up.
I gotta be in front of my duty post, man.
Oh, so you ended the show like I've been saying, but Todd be blaming me, but I knew you was over there dozing.
No, I'm telling you, I'm finna go bye-bye. Y'all can keep talking. I'm just simply saying I'm making my extra stage right. That's all I'm saying. just letting you know I'm speaking to everybody. King, appreciate you coming on, my man. CC for life.
Appreciate it, man.
Jesse,
I'm gonna hold it down.
It's always good. J-Mac is good. Todd, I holler at you. Yeah, like that. Y'all have a good one, guys.
Watch this.
Next, football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go hugs, putting in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach Carter still on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack and Swaggy Wick, rocking the gear, it's so clean.
We rise and go easy, off the easy, push easy. With my steppers,